and then I open chat on my phone. Because using my laptop as a second monitor simply is not an option. There we go. I'll use this to read chat, and it definitely won't be ugly and stupid. Hey, and my overlays were doing cool. Fucking up a little bit with the white background, but hey. Hey Jordan, hey Alfonso. Right, I do have a checklist of things I need to do. Always forget, never remember. I don't feel like sharing a link. I'll just put it on Twitter in the Discord and then be done with it. Really just say piss on it, you know? Of course, when I'm in the perfect perfect in big quotation marks, but in some of the best conditions I could get to stream, that being both of my roommates are out of the room in over hours, I'm also sick, you know? And not even just blowing my nose constantly sick, just straight up sore throat, constantly blowing my nose sick. Luckily, it's not low energy sick, but it's hard to be motivated when I want to die like half the time. But, you know. Wanting to die half the time, wanting to die some of the time. It really doesn't matter because you can only die once, you know? Oh, but luckily, even though I am debilitated by this illness, luckily at this time I actually came with things to talk about, so I'm not going to be completely floundering, at least for an amount of time. Oh yeah, I didn't put it on shuffle. Not that it really matters, because this remix is a banger anyway. Launch Bass is such a good song. And Sonic 3 is a fantastic game. One of the single digits good Sonic games, believe it or not. I always find it funny that people are like, oh yeah, the classic era of Sonic. That's when it was really poppin', you know? When it really wasn't, because, well, okay, it depends on what you mean by like going off, I guess. Because Sonic 1 sucks. That game is bad. Ain't no two ways about it. And then Sonic CD also sucks. It's kind of better because there's more gameplay, quote unquote. The game is still designed poorly, so you know, only so much lipstick you can put on a pig. Sonic 2 was when they actually started getting good, but even then, I don't think Sonic 2 was like all that. Definitely a huge step up, but like it's just a pretty good game as opposed to like, oh yeah, this is what we mean when we say the classic era was when Sonic is good. Should be fine. And then Sonic 3 Knuckles is when it actually got good. But even then, it's hard to say that, like, oh yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the good Sonic game, when Sonic 3 and Knuckles ain't even one game. It's like a pioneered DLC that should be part of the main game. Oh yeah, there's the actual story in this game. Hopefully I'll have more to talk about in terms of like the actual game than last time. But yeah, last time nothing really happened. At least nothing much to comment on. Because again, we're still in like a pretty good part of the game. Pretty good, maybe a little bit too much, but the good part of the game, you know? This is where the game, it isn't bad yet, it's just not all that great. Once we start getting bad is when we start having problems, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Which normally is supposed to be like a reassuring thing, like, oh yeah, you know, we'll get there when we get there, and when we get there, we'll be soon-ish. But like, it never is for Persona 5. The game is like 80 hours long. Though, I guess a significant portion of that time will be cut down on for this playthrough, considering the fact I'm not going to be using it for something like that. At least I'm likely not going to be doing that, because I can just buy any Persona that I need. The money I have now, I can buy a lot of endgame Personas. Like, they don't cost as much as they really should, considering how easy it is to get money in this game. I mean, considering the arc that we're in, there will be something to comment on pretty soon. Assuming we finish the dungeon in a, decent amount of time. I only have one Mementos quest, right? Not that I'm gonna go to Mementos, because fucking, why would I even need to? Yeah, no, it's just Palace time, probably. No reason I can think of not to. But yeah, assuming we manage to make it to the midway point of this palace in a timely manner, there will be something to comment on later on. Right, left bumper. But for right now, it's still pretty tame. Though, I remember this was the palace where some old bullshit happened to me in my last playthrough, so hopefully there are more gameplay things to talk about. I forgot that it's automatic. Oh no, there's lasers that won't do anything because it's like, what really is the point? It's just, you know, you press X and now you're past the obstacle in heavy quotation marks. The only possible use I can think of is if you wanted to manually raise the palace level. But the fact that that's even a mechanic is already kind of fucky. Especially since they have a whole confidant that's about not having that happen. which is especially fucky because the game incentivizes you to have that happen. So it's like, raising the palace level is good for you, but also here's an ability that permanently makes it not happen. Not that it really ever will.
What's up with all the Simpsons portraits on the wall?
Oh, what's it? So, plagiarizer, and all these people are people he plagiarized.
Insane. Bro plagiarized Madarame.
Also,
silly me. Hi, stream. Hi, guys.
I'm glad you're here because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold talking for like 3 hours straight with a sore throat.
Or you ain't got like orange juice?
I had a Halls like an hour ago, and it's better than it was before, to be honest, but it still hurts.
If you don't pop in another hole, it's like
Self-mechanic. Is that Jordan? Alfonso, you're not a real Gavin for Lightning. Gavin is Lightning fan. Fuck.
Nah, it's Chris. It's Chris for real. Chris came back.
Not a real fan. You would have been able to recognize the voice. I bet you don't watch no FanLoss videos and be like, is that H2O?
That'd be crazy. Is that H2O? Like, huh?
the one voice is impossible to misremember.
Like, he's the only one that sounds like he's using a headset mic. This man Ethan wants me to make a Mario Kart poster, and he's giving me nothing to put on this goddamn poster.
I thought you said that you would need it. At least they would need it for like a month.
I mean, yeah, but like I want to know what it, like what I like would be on it.
Bro's holding you in suspense. He's like, oh yeah, I got a job for you, but you're not gonna know what it is for a while.
Bro, as long as I'm getting paid.
Then don't even worry about it for real.
Okay, fine. Bro said I was thinking you'd have some sick graphic in the back or something, and then put like Mario Kart 8 tournament or something. I'm like, bro, what? I don't want the most boring poster ever.
Bro said the Mario Kart 8 like cover art, but like with a monochrome background.
And then like change the text a little bit. Like, no, I need more than that. Bro finally told me who's hosting the event. Like, that should have been the first thing. I waited a whole 20 minutes for that. You see, now I know, so I know what to work on. Guarantee you, bro gives me like $30 for this. Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, because
I missed the Splatoon stuff, and like, when did I tuned in like halfway through, and for some reason I thought it started then, so I was like, bro, this shit boring, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, there's more shit.
Because what's it? The Direct is like one of the things that I wanted that I like had to remind myself to talk about on stream, because there are some crazy things in there. Like, for example, the sequel to one of my favorite games ever that no one in the world has played with me.
Your goofy ass was like, Fantasy Life?
Because,
wow!
Like, bro, no one played that game. And it's getting a sequel.
Oh, Fantasy Life.
Like, think about if you were a Billy Hatcher fan and they were finally like, yo, Billy Hatcher and the giant chicken.
I would play it though.
Okay.
I would play it though. I played like 10 minutes of the game, bro.
And now think about if you were a fan. That's me for real.
Only thing I was excited for was the Splatoon stuff, but then like I quickly realized like what's the point of Inkopolis?
Yeah, it's
because
cool,
like it's not like they don't have any old maps in the game. They do. It's not like it was strictly new maps in this game now, and then like they add the old maps like with the DLC. Seems like you're just paying for a new lobby.
That's what it is, which is why I'm thinking that it's either going to be like a part of the other DLC or it'll be like $2. Because if it's not, then no one's buying that.
I'm hoping they have more things to say on it, but they didn't say that at all.
Stealth mechanics.
So the real excitement is for the side order thing.
Yeah. Also, I'm sure it's not going to get annoying hearing me say stealth mechanics over and over again, but like this game, it's pretending really poorly to have stealth mechanics.
Right, like I'm paying attention. My eyes will be on stream when the Sonic show up.
Actually, if that's the case, then go through the direct for me because I only wrote down Fantasy Life stuff.
Bro, there was nothing else there.
There were things.
Yeah, like in every direct, but nobody cared about all the things.
Trident, it's Fantasy Life. Basically, it was okay. So let me go on the Fantasy Life rant. So it was like an action RPG where the whole like shtick is that every okay, cool. Where every role is like a different life you can choose. No, I know. Stop. Stop. Wait, if you know, then why'd you ask?
Insane.
Bro was like, what life? No, I know what you're talking about, but like, you don't have a life. That's what I meant.
We're denying the content. Well, there's Pikmin. That was the first thing.
Pikmin, right. Okay. The thing with Pikmin is that, like, I'm happy to have another Pikmin, because Pikmin 3 was fucking amazing. I love that game a lot. But, I don't like the perspective. Because, like, Pikmin's supposed to be top-down, you feel?
Mm-hmm.
And so with this new one, it's more, like, you know, behind you. Which makes me feel like it's gonna be open-world Pikmin. Which is fucking stupid. Because the entire point of Pikmin is that it's not that.
Bro, don't ask me about no Pikmin, bro.
It's technically open world because you can do things in any order, but like it's not. I guess it's more like Sonic Frontiers, where they call that shit open zone.
Open zone sandbox. Sonic Frontiers is not no fucking open world, bro.
Open
was
location.
That shit was Tech Demo Deluxe.
And like maybe not biggest fear, but one of my biggest fears for Pikmin 4 is that it ends up like Pikmin 3, or not Pikmin 3, Pikmin 2, where the whole day mechanic ends up like not really mattering, because with Pikmin 1 it was you have 30 days point blank period, you have to get all your stuff before then, you know, in order to beat the game. And then in Pikmin 2 the point was just, you know, get as much treasure as you can and then fight the final boss. But there wasn't a time limit, so the day system just didn't really matter. And it was especially redundant because of the caves that made it so that there was no time. Like they literally just stopped time for the whole mechanic. Spoilers! Triton, shut the fuck up! It's fucking Pikmin.
Nah.
It's
nah.
Fucking, it is fucking Pikmin.
Spoilers!
And it's not even story stuff, it's gameplay stuff.
Okay, you're spoiling the main part of the game, the gameplay. Come on.
If anything, I'm saving you.
What?
I know. But if anything, I'm saving you.
Fucking cares? Pikmin 1. I just started Pikmin 1. Bruh.
If anything, I'm saving you because I'm telling you, you probably shouldn't play Pikmin 2, because the whole thing that makes Pikmin gameplay engaging is that you have to do things in a certain time limit, but that time limit doesn't exist in 2.
Well, it won't be engaging now because you're telling them about it. What else was in the direct? I don't even remember. Let me pull up the deets.
It's a 9 out of 10 game. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying Pikmin 1. It is a pretty good game from what I've heard. I've never played it. The time limit is stressful. Yeah, it's like the point for real. And then it just didn't matter in 2. They just said fuck it, you know. And then they brought it back for 3, which is why 3 is the best one.
Oh, look at that, a full list. Okay, so we said Pikmin. We talked about Splatoon. There's like, there's the Game Boy shit. It's in the
Oh yeah, fucking
Nintendo Pass.
fucking play the SpongeBob clip where he picks up the Mermaid Man card and it says buy more cards. It's literally just that.
Damn, did I watch the direct? I don't remember half of this shit. I think I watched the wrong one. Kirby game. There's Fire Emblem stuff in the direct. I do not remember that.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem and Gay. Forgot about that.
There was Xenoblade stuff. Bro, this gotta be a.
Bro, okay, so the crazy thing about Xenoblade is that, like, you know, I planned on playing Xenoblade 3 eventually anyway, but from what I've heard, there's apparently crazy Xenoblade lore stuff that's going on, because the whole thing with Xenoblade 1 and 2 is that they're, like, pretty disconnected. They don't take place in the same universe and all that. But apparently the lore goes crazy, because they are connected in some way.
Oh, no. We're about to get into Kingdom Hearts Point 2.
and so what's it? You know, I was already going to play Xenoblade 2 because, like, I feel like I didn't give it a good enough chance the first time I played it. But now I feel like I have to play Xenoblade 2 because the trailer for the Xenoblade 3 DLC was like, oh yeah, Shulk and Rex from Xenoblade 1 and 2, they're coming back.
Oh shit, the crossover.
And so now I have to know the lore.
The crossover legitimately was just Kingdom Hearts, but okay, what else? Mario Kart DLC.
Die Sleep.
Advance Wars for any of you sleeper fans.
I legitimately thought that Advance Wars was not going to come out for like another year.
I thought it was out.
Well, it was supposed to come out like months ago, but then it got indefinitely delayed, and people were like hypothesizing that it was because it was because of the Ukraine war. And they want to put out a game that has war in the title.
Insane. What?
Because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to come out like a year ago.
I mean, hey, I swear it was out. If anything, you could have told me anything.
Bro, I was thinking about the original release date. But yeah,
bro, I swear it was out. When I saw it, I was just like, wait, is this getting like a DLC or something? And I was like, oh wait.
But yeah, I legitimately did not think that game was gonna come out for a while because I didn't know how long you were gonna put it off for. Like, that game was finished a year ago. And then they said, it'd be kind of cringe to put this out while war is going on. Let's wait for a minute.
Because war was in the time. Metroid Prime. What is that?
It's crazy how they call that Metroid Prime Remastered. Like, that's not a remastered, bro. You just remade the game. Remastered is like, you take the textures, you spruce them up a little bit, you know? That's just a new game. That's just a new game with new textures.
There was that, like, Danganronpa game.
Oh yeah, Danganronpa not.
It was Danganronpa.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't played Danganronpa. It's in my Steam library, but it ain't doing nothing.
Bro, they're all the same. Someone dies, and then there's like a court. It's Among Us.
Question: did you ever beat Izora? No, I didn't have time to. Because what's it? I don't know if I told you, Jordan, but the last like 3 days that I was down by my mom's house, I had like a crazy stomach flu, and I was just shitting and throwing up for like 3 days straight. and so the last like 3 days I was gonna spend, like trying to beat Yuzora, I couldn't.
Nah, God was holding you back. God was holding you back from greatness.
Because I would have sat there and played against Yuzora for 3 days straight.
Hey man,
I simply did not have the chance.
Would have been like me playing against Sephiroth. I spent a whole week playing against Sephiroth. I did like 5 initial runs, and I was just like, I probably need to level up a bit more. I leveled up a bit more. I went at him at like, I don't know. It was crazy. And I was like, bro, he's crazy easy. And then phase 2 started. And I was like, okay, never mind. And then I had to learn that phase. And then I got to the final phase. And I was just like, okay, this is not that bad for real. And then he like, what did he do? That like,
Bro said
tripped me up.
Shit.
Bro, on God. Like, bro, he was the easiest shit until he started switching it up. And then, yeah, final phase started. I don't remember what was in final phase. I just know like he was faster, and that shit was annoying. But I've never like wanted to throw my controller for anything because I was just like, bro, this is $70 in my hand. But I legit after beating him, like I almost pissed in my PS5. Like I just, it was that much for me.
Gavin is lighting. No matter what, don't let anyone hold you. Keep on grinding to your future ambitions. No matter what, you're amazing. Have a nice day. Stay safe and enjoy life. Thanks, Black Prism. You just find this stream or
common Black Prism W. Let's go.
Are you just finding the stream randomly because you're looking for Persona 5 content, or are you here
not.
Or are you here from the tens of thousands of people that watch my spawning transmit somehow?
I hope he was not looking for no fucking Persona gameplay.
This just a random.
He probably saw Sonic Unleashed in it and was like, "Oh no, I'll give it a little, I'll give it a little."
I'll wait.
Yeah, bro. Sephiroth on critical with no what is it? Was it second chance or once more? I don't know which one I had.
Second chance is the one that sees you from combos. Once more is the one that sees you from one hit.
Yeah, I had second chance. I didn't have once more, but like I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Bro. I went into critical mode blind.
You didn't have once more.
I didn't.
That
I get that at like level 98.
I'm not asking that like questioningly. I'm saying like that's not even like that crazy for real, because Sephiroth doesn't really have a lot of one-hit moves. The one that's gonna get you all the time is the fucking Omni Slash.
Is that the one that puts you in the air?
No, it's the multi-hit. Where he just stances up and then starts swinging.
Oh yeah, but like he drops it weirdly. Like bro drops his combo and then I die and I'm just like, bro, how did I die? And then I gotta start the whole process over again.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Only if you don't block it.
And then screw his fucking fire pillar shit. Like, oh my god.
Okay, see the thing with the fire pillar is that like it looks scary, but it's actually way easier than it seems. It's simply just like fly away.
Okay, yeah, but I was gaming it because I probably have to go and watch how you played it because I don't know how you did it. But for the first 2 phases, you could pretty much get him to do Omni Slash the whole time if you stand in a specific area after comboing him.
The way I did
but if you're too close, then he does fire pillars in phase 2, and it's like instant, or not instant, but I couldn't distinguish like his first like few frames to tell if he's gonna do the Omni Slash or the fire pillars. So then I'd get hit by it, and then the run is dead.
See, the thing is, I managed to fill out the strategy, you know, because
it's Octo Slash. Bro, you're playing Pikmin 1.
You're literally playing Pikmin 1. Stop talking. And also, it's not 8 slashes, you fucking retard. Maybe
watch it.
The one in Smash Bros is 8 slashes.
Watch it.
The one in Smash Bros is 8 slashes because, you know, it's 8 slashes, you can count them. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it is not 8 slashes. Trust me, I think I would know.
for your friend. You let your soul guide you to the very thing that you're doing, turn into passion. That led you to the path of happiness. Don't let anybody stop you. Have a nice day. Stay safe and enjoy life. You know what, bro? You too. Like, you don't get this type of shit anywhere on the internet. So, you too. Right back at you.
Literally, shout out Black Prism. Check out his YouTube
Need
channel
more.
if he has one.
Click his shit. Check his shit out. He probably got like a video on there. Who knows?
Hi, your weird friend. Welcome to the stream. Mike wants to steal your viewers again. I'm not even gonna open the Discord. I'm just gonna not think about that one.
Bro, who is
How
he
y'all
stealing?
Also that, but I'm doing fine, your weird friend. Except for the fact that I'm sick, which is annoying, but yeah. When is being sick ever not annoying? Whoever gets sick and is like, you know what? I'm good with this. This is me for real.
I'm doing okay-ish, but like, I only say okay-ish because like I don't know what else to say whenever somebody asks me what I'm doing or how I'm doing. So
Same. How are you doing is like one of those questions where it's like there's really only one acceptable answer, or no, there are multiple acceptable answers, but people only ever expect you to answer the one.
yeah, so I kind of just switch it up for the sake of switching it up. So I could be doing anything right now, but I'm
It's like
okay-ish.
it's like what's up. People use what's up as a greeting when it's a question.
Yeah. So like you get like a what's up and it's just like
and
You-
the expected answer is nothing much, and then proceed.
and then
When-
like it's quiet again until someone actually comes up with something to talk about. So
I thought we climbed the tree.
hey, anything to greet, you know. Being sick sucks ass, to be honest. Bro, you do not understand. I had to like yesterday I had like my nose was blocked. And having to try to go to sleep with your nose blocked is insane.
It's literally impossible, and also it's like one of the most stressful things that that you can ever do. Because it's just you sitting there going
Like I was up till 3.
for hours on end until you eventually just manage to pass out from exhaustion.
Like what is that? I fell asleep in class today and like woke up and it was like during break and I was like, damn, what the fuck did I miss? Good thing I didn't miss anything because like they don't talk about anything in these classes. Like, I'm starting to see why people be like, college is a joke. It kind of is. Not to say I'm not getting any good information or whatever from college, but like college is whatever. College is about the experiences for you, but I'm not experiencing anything because everyone's doing their classes from home. So if I go on campus, like I'm the only person in the classroom.
By the way, this is what I mean when I say this game like pretends to have mechanics. Because just now there was a whole section about like, we have to turn off the lasers, but we don't know what the password to the laptop is. We gotta go find it. So you walk out the door to the room you were just in, and they go, "Hey, the password was this." This isn't like a stealth section or anything. You don't have to listen. The game literally just plays a cutscene, and then you walk back to the laptop, which is again in the room you just left, and then you press A or X or whatever, and then you proceed. So like, what was the point?
Which is why I will constantly say, you're not gonna catch me watching no Persona gameplay. Not me. Nah, like I'm only here for the entertainment of other people. So be thankful.
Weird.
College is stressful. I mean, I guess it's only stressful for me because I wait to do my homework until like the day before it's due.
Yeah. I also just forget sometimes, so.
Ain't nobody forgetting. I remember I have homework. I'm just like, what day is it? And I literally wait until like tomorrow or Sunday to do my homework.
Anyone else with you? Yeah, fuck Angel.
Oh yeah, direct. Samba de Amigo. Random
yeah.
ass.
That
random
shit was
ass
crazy.
Of that. That was random.
Can't wait for the next direct where they bring back Billy Hatcher. Because random ass Samba de Amigo game? Like, huh?
Hey man, if that could happen, that means like I could hope and wish for a Sonic Riders. A good one.
Maybe Sonic Racing will finally be All-Stars again?
We don't need no All Stars, bro.
Shut up.
We don't need another All Stars. Or we don't even, bro. Because what is it? They had All Stars in Riders. That's why Sonic Riders is like the only good Riders out of the three. And ain't nobody considering free Riders game.
But like with the car racing games, there was Sonic All Stars Racing. That game was hype.
Ain't nobody care about that shit.
And then there was Racing Transformed, and that game was even better. And then they were
like,
Team Sonic Racing.
But you know what else transforms? You know what else transforms? The gear and Sonic Riders. You don't need All Stars, bro. I mean, well, they mainly transform in Zero Gravity.
Hi, meme.
But bro, they need to bring back Sonic Riders, bro. That shit will have me like. I was about to say pitching a tent, but like. so fucking weird.
Like, come up into this call and be like, bro, new Sonic Riders would have had me up for real.
Bro, because like I don't know why I couldn't just say like that would have me sitting outside of like GameStop or something. But like I was like, oh, people said I was like, oh, if people are waiting for a game to drop, they'd have a tent, and then like that was the second thing I thought.
Nah, that's some Triton ass logic. People put tents up outside of the things. So
right, ain't nobody sitting there waiting for a game to come out just like with their coat on. They gotta be comfortable.
So I'm pitching a tent. I'm putting the tent up. Like, what's the problem? What else in that direct?
Fashion Dreams for any.
I'm here.
Some Mickey game.
Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse Rayman Legends. That was weird.
Another RPG where like the main character turns into like a cat or something like that. That's the only thing I remember from it.
Oh yeah, that's like the police one, right?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Like,
no, there was more.
No, the fuck there wasn't. Unless you want to talk more about Kirby game.
I actually do want to mention the fact that I wasn't gonna buy the game initially because I was like, you know, it's basically just gonna be a one-for-one remake of the original. I don't need to spend $6 on that for real. But then they were just like, yeah, there's more content, by the way. So like, maybe I will just buy it.
I mean, that should just be the standard for any re-released game.
Yeah, they really should, shouldn't it?
That should just be the standard. If there's no additional content, then what am I playing it for? For better graphics?
It's better graphics than every game.
Like, that's what happened at Black Friday. Somebody pitched the tent. How big was it?
Do not let me catch you at Walmart pitching your tent. You them niggas who stand in the gun aisle.
Oh my god, bro. Do not catch me standing in the line. Whoever in front of you gon' catch it. But yeah, that was it for the direct.
God damn it. Alright.
Unless you want to talk about Zelda. I ain't got nothing to say about Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, first of all, what's it? As excited as I am for Fantasy Life 2, there are two things that I don't like about it, just from like the trailer. Obviously, gameplay will be whenever it comes out, but is that for one, I think the graphics don't look all that good, which might sound confusing considering the fact that the original was a 3DS game, but the original had like good lighting, and like even though the models were crude, it had good art direction. But like with the new one, it's like the same models, but they're really smooth, which they weren't supposed to be, and the lighting is like super overexposed. So visually, I just think it looks terrible.
Bro, that could have just been the editing for the trailer.
Who knows? And the other thing I don't like is the city builder aspect. Now, granted, this is entirely a subjective thing because I just don't really like city builders all that much. But like, I liked New Leaf.
Oh wait, never mind. Your face like shines.
Yeah.
Your face is like shine, like glowing. No, never mind. You could tell Splatoon was the peak for me for that direct.
Jordan done skipped over everything. Fucking Dead Cells Castlevania. Granted, it wasn't announced at the direct, but
yeah, like what?
But this is the first time we've seen gameplay, and like it looks hard.
Bro, it's Dead Cells gameplay. If it doesn't look hard, then it's not Dead Cells. Like, come on. Imagine paying for game. To be honest, I'm getting there. We gotta start doing more demos.
Literally.
Like, buying a game is a gamble, especially now. And then like there are a lot of games that like allow you to pre-order, which like everything in that direct, they said pre-order after like every single game. Every single game they're like pre-order it now. And like the game comes out in 2 weeks. Like, bro, like okay, whatever. But like we gotta get more demos. Like I wanna play the game before I play the game. I need to know what's going on. I would not have bought Saints Row for that shit, bro. I
mean, part of why I'm so hyped for Octopath 2, aside from the fact that I love Octopath 1, is that they're doing the same thing they did with Octopath 1, where it's like, hey, demo, it's like a couple hours long, and then you get to transfer your data to the full game. Like, that's hard!
That should just be it. I think
that should just be the standard.
I think Cyberpunk did that, where like they let you play an hour 30 into the game, and like you were on like a set timer, which like that is just the ideal demo. We got to do demos like they were doing now on the 3DS. Actually, no, because like the good games would give you 5 stars.
Literally, all the best games would be like, okay, you get 5 plays.
And like there was this rhythm game that was, what was it called? I forgot what it was called. But like, he was holding like a music note.
Harmony Night.
And that shit went so hard.
Harmo Night.
Bro, the demo went so hard. You get me hooked with any game if it got rhythm in it, bro. But I haven't played Hi-Fi Rush yet, which is a major problem. I don't know why I haven't yet. Like it's literally right there, but no, I think I was still playing Kingdom Hearts by that time, so I was preoccupied.
What else? Oh yeah, and then it was just Zelda. Which, okay, so everyone here is most likely aware that I don't think Breath of the Wild is a good game.
If they're friends with you, they have to know, right? Like,
I make that shit a requirement. But so
if you don't like it, he'll let you know. Like for real.
So I am very, very excited for Breath of the Wild 2 because I'm ready for it to just be Breath of the Wild but better. Mike thinks you're wrong. Keyword being thinks. He can think whatever he wants. But I know what is the truth. That's what Breath of the Wild sucks. But yeah, I'm ready for it to just be Breath of the Wild, but it actually is good this time. Breath of the Wild with a car. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna be a huge fan of the fucking Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts mechanics, but you know, I guess it all depends on how it's implemented.
It got nuts and bolts mechanics. I was really asleep.
Bro was not paying attention to the trailer.
Bro,
His ass was not watching.
Bro, Splatoon was the peak for me. I didn't need anything else. I was fine. You could have been like, oh, there was a direct today, and then showed me the Splatoon stuff only, and I would have been okay. It seems like, with no context, that's literally what happened for me. I don't remember watching any of this. Like, I legitimately do not remember anything else.
I'm willing to believe the Zelda expert. That just means he knows all the games. That don't mean he knows how good they are. like, what's that supposed to mean? I want to trust the Zelda expert. The fuck? Are you going to trust the
expert
Zelda?
Is funny. That is a funny title.
Are you going to trust the Zelda expert or the game critic? Because Mike has admitted to not being as critical of things. Point blank period. If anything, him being a Zelda expert would make his criticisms less valid because we know he's gonna give the game some leeway just for being Zelda. Which I'm still of the opinion that Breath of the Wild really isn't, but that's neither here nor there. And it's also kind of just a pointless distinction.
He's got a point, Triton.
I don't have hit off the light.
As a game critic played Pikmin, were we not talking about?
I played Pikmin 3, which is the better Pikmin, so...
Bro said, but you didn't play Pikmin 1.
So irrelevancy.
But you didn't play Pikmin 1, now did you?
Not that Pikmin has anything to do with Zelda, but you know, go off I guess.
Bro was like, he's right, and had to say something else.
Oh, I did have all light. Look at that. I guess on the topic of things that I'm hopeful for, I guess to be specific, I hope the Breath of the Wild 2 has actual puzzles in it instead of what Breath of the Wild had, which was not that.
Bro, I hate Joker's dumbass. You win the fight and you start running around the room. Fucking like, what is that about? Bro wins the fight and then they all pose up and he starts running. Like,
running in a circle. I was not paying attention for real. What was I doing here?
if you think I was, then
oh, the thing that glows blue. Like these are the kinds of puzzles that Breath of the Wild has.
is plagiarism a profitable business? I mean, if you don't get caught.
Yeah. kind of a dumb question. Is doing no work and getting paid for a profitable business?
People doing it right now. People doing it right now with AI.
It can literally only be profitable because you don't lose anything.
People over here making AI children's books.
The definition of profit is making without losing, which is what plagiarism is. Wow, we're already at the dungeon midpoint. That's crazy. Oh, fuck off. What's a fake puzzle? Well, okay, not a fake puzzle, but like a puzzle that is, you know, it's presented as a whole, you know, what could possibly be the solution when it's never really hard? Because the reason I always make the distinction for Breath of the Wild to say like, oh, it's a fun game, but it's not a good game, is that it's fun to have puzzles where there are like multiple solutions and you can like finagle basically anything to be a solution in Breath of the Wild. But that also makes the game really fucking easy, so that you never really have to think about anything. Because people will... I find it hilarious that people nowadays are like, oh my god, there are too many open world games, when it's like, y'all created this environment. Y'all remember like 10 or so years ago when Skyrim came out?
Nobody has an independent thought, bro.
Because don't y'all remember like 10 or so years ago when Skyrim came out and everyone was like, bro, this game was like open world, this is awesome, every game should be open world now, if you make linear games you're stupid. And now y'all are playing these open world games and being like, wait a minute, these suck. It's like, yeah, because open world games are not designed. It's very hard to design an open world game because they are meant to be played in any order. So you can't design a puzzle or a combat scenario with progression in mind because there's no linear progression. Which, not to say that it's impossible to pull off. Some games do it fantastically, but Breath of the Wild doesn't. Especially since Breath of the Wild, just given the mechanics that are already in the game, is a very, very easy game. But that on top of the fact that there are no designed combat elements, you know, it's fucking bullshit. Like, everyone's always talking all this craziness about, like, the Thunderblight Ganon, but he was the last one I fought. So I had 13 plus hearts, and I know I had the Master Sword. Which, that's the other thing. With the Master Sword, you can't drop it. So his lightning attacks that make you drop your metal weapons are fucking useless. So, where was the challenge supposed to be? Am I supposed to make the game better on the game's behalf? Like, how do you leave the dungeon again? There we go. Am I supposed to make the game better on my behalf? Just so that the game can be not as shit? Because it's not my job to create a difficult experience. The whole point of open world is that you play how you want, and I played how I wanted, and it was shit. Which brings up the idea that maybe...
We'll play differently then, come on.
the idea that maybe you shouldn't let players play how they want. Maybe there should be at least a little bit of streamlining so that you can design a fun experience. Now granted, this is going to sound crazy hypocritical, because this is the very opposite of what I criticize Doom Eternal for, which is that the game forces you to play how it wants you to play way too often. I don't know why I said that so weird. that game forces you to play a certain way too often. But the problem there is that, you know, is the way too often part. There needs to be an in-between, but Doom Eternal is too far to one side, and Breath of the Wild is too far to the other. Doom Eternal was still fun, which is the difference. So,
because I was gonna sorry, like, I like the arcade.
Sorry, Doom Eternal was still good. Because Breath of the Wild is fun, it's just not good. But TLDR, either make a better open world experience for Breath of the Wild 2, or make a not open world experience for Breath of the Wild 2, and it will probably be a good game. Not that I can guarantee anything, because, you know, who knows with these freaky fucks. And anything can happen.
Who knows with anything, to be honest. Is plagiarize a sustainable, profitable business? The answer remains the same. Like, what?
So, okay, that's hard, right? Because is it sustainable? No, it's literally impossible. If you're plagiarizing off of someone else, if that other person is not doing the work anymore, then you can't do anything.
That or if they catch on to what you're doing.
That too. Or well, see that's the thing is that getting caught isn't a death sentence because the nigga I put in my thumbnail, Shexyo, he's been stealing off like cute sexy robots for years, literal actual years, and has been called out like mad publicly twice for it. But he still makes thousands a month on Patreon.
Damn, thousands? Like Jesus.
His lowest Patreon tier is $1.50, but on Patreon it says that his most popular one is $5.50, and he has 1,500 subscribers.
Wild.
So I'm not gonna do the math on that, but he's making good money. So yeah, even getting caught is not a is not a death sentence. But even past that, like just in terms of sustainability, period. Even then, it's like not even that crazy for real because if you make enough money from plagiarizing, when you stop being able to plagiarize, if you've made enough money that you can just retire, like you won. So is it sustainable for most people? No. But if you get rich off of it, yeah. It is very sustainable. Or at least very profitable. Also, something else I wanted to mention about Fantasy Life. So, part of what I like about that game is that, like, you can be 100% self-sustainable. Because, like, so... I'm trying to think of, like, the best example for comparison. Jordan, you know how, like, in Animal Crossing, whenever you need, like, materials... Or no. There are some things that's like, oh yeah, you can just get them from rocks or trees or whatever stupid bullshit, right? But then they're just things that you have to buy from a shop.
Mm-hmm.
In Fantasy Life, you can basically get or make anything with all the roles, assuming you class into multiple roles, which the game lets you do. So like, and the progression of this is like one of my favorite things about the game. So there are 4 combat roles and then 4 crafting roles, and then 8 crafting roles, and so like if you're very much incentivized to choose a combat role at first, because if you don't, the game's gonna be like very difficult for you. And so I chose the knight, and so you got your standard like bronze, silver, gold weapons and all that stuff, and like you can buy them from shops, right? But but you can get better versions if you just craft them. And so you're like, okay, I'm gonna be a paladin, or I'm gonna be a knight and a blacksmith. But even if you're a blacksmith and you can make all your weapons for your knight, you still need the materials to make the weapons. Like you still need the gold and the silver and such. And so you go, okay, then I'll be a miner. With an E, not an O. And so now you're a knight, blacksmith, miner, and everything you ever need you can get yourself. But even then, I say everything, but not really everything, because there are some weapons that take like metal and wood to make, and so you're like, okay, then I'll also become a woodcutter, and also become a carpenter, and it unfolds from there to the point where you can just play the entire game as a god, because you have all the best weapons and all the best healing items and all the best everything else.
We're over here playing Terraria.
And the stats heavily encourage you to go with certain things, because, like I said, if you're a knight, you're gonna need metal, and if you're a knight, you're gonna need metal weapons, and if you're gonna be making metal weapons, you need metal. So swordplay, hammering, and mining all use your strength stat. So the game is incentivizing you. Hey, if you're going to be one, you might as well do the others. And my only thing with the whole self-sustainability thing is that there are just some materials that you can't really do anything with. Like, if you're a cook, there's no, like, farmer role, so you can't get any food or anything. You have to fucking go around the overworld and pick that shit up from farms. Which is annoying because there's no fast travel. Well, okay, there is fast travel, but only to the big major areas. Everything else you have to run to. And for the first, like 100 or so hours of the game, your run stat is going to be pretty bad. Luckily, I played it for 200 hours, so I'm fine.
Fantasy life sweat, bro.
And so one of my big hopes for Fantasy Life 2 is that there's going to be like a farmer role, so I can be completely, well and truly 100% self-sufficient. I never want to spend a penny at a shop. Because that's one of my criticisms of Fantasy Life, is that if you do like choose to become self-sufficient and just class into every role, eventually you're just going to have like way too much money, because you're never buying anything, but considering the fact that you're always like going out into the world and fighting monsters and getting materials and stuff, you're always going to be selling stuff. So you're just going to have more money than you know what to do with. So there should also just be better things to spend your money on. I don't know what you would spend your money on if you're self-sufficient. Because, like, they're not even, like, house furniture items, because you can just build those if you're a carpenter. So... not cosmetics either, you can just build those if you're a tailor. Yeah, I have no idea. But maybe they figure something out.
Oh no, endgame is crazy.
What?
You just make the game at that point. If you have everything.
Literally, if you class into everything, you never need to buy anything from a shop. Because everything can be picked up from a killed monster, or mined, or chopped, or whatever the fuck. Also, we're coming up to the bad part of this game, so... Or one of the bad parts of this game, so get ready for that, I guess. Everyone who's excited for the P5 gameplay.
I can guarantee you, everybody in here is waiting for Sonic Unleashed, bro.
Assuming I really game my ass off, I might be able to beat, like, just the whole ass dungeon in the next hour or so, I guess we'll see. Probably not. I'll probably stop. Assuming I can get to the before the palace takeover thing in a fairly, standard time, then I'll stop there. But if I can just clear the whole thing, then I'll do it. Okay, so what's it? Triton, if you're still here, you'll remember this one because you remember stuff like that. So if I remember correctly, Svit makes the point about this scene that it's kind of crazy how the whole thing with On is that is that she was sexually harassed and stuff. And then the immediate next story arc of this game is On, go into that room, go into that guy's room and undress so you can distract him for us.
The fuck?
And so, yeah, this game is not very consistent with its themes. And some people will make the point that that the scene isn't even like that bad for real because she was never supposed to undress. Because look at all the like big funny clothes she came in, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna undress now," and she takes off all 5,000 sweaters. But like, that's not what the plan was. The plan was for her to get naked. She came up with this part on her own.
I mean, like, I guess you could like twist it like that, and like it would fit. But like,
she did this on her own to not get sexually harassed. But the plan, made up and agreed upon by the group, was for On to get naked. So like, Can you really defend this game like that?
I can see where the defense comes in though. Kinda.
Like, the idea for the defense is oh, she was never supposed to get naked. But like, from my meta aspect, yeah, the game designers did not make a naked on model. so I guess from a meta aspect, yes, she was never supposed to get naked. But the plan was for that to happen. So isn't it not like kind of crazy for her two best friends, aside from the girl who almost committed suicide because of the aforementioned sexual harassment? Isn't it kind of crazy that her two best friends are like, "On, get naked, please, you have to do it." You know,
That is in fact crazy. There's really nothing to say on that. I can see where the defense comes from, but like, I don't think it's that solid of defense to justify it, you know?
especially considering the fact that this isn't even the only time that the game treats sexual harassment like it's goofy silly after the first arc. Because guess what? It happens again at the end of the game. Spoilers, by the way. We have to distract some old men in the shadow world, and we go, hey girls, get naked. Come on, please, you have to do it.
Is that the only thing that they can use to distract people?
I suppose so. And the worst part is that they didn't even need to distract them for real, because they could have just fought them, which, by the way, is what they do anyway. Because let me describe to you how the scene goes. Right? They walk up to because they have to like get a key card from this guy, right, from this executive. But they're in the shadow world, so they could just go up there and kick his ass with their stands, but they say no. Let's be smooth. Let's be tactful about this. For the first time in the goddamn game. And they're like, okay, if we can just convince him to give us the key card, then we won't even need to fight, right? Okay, cool. All right, women, ladies, girls, come on, all four of you, including the 14-year-old. You guys need to get into bikinis. You guys need to get into bikinis, which you have for some reason in the shadow world. And go distract those old men. And they do it. and then they fucking do it. Which is already stupid, because the entire point of their cosplay for the shadow world is that it protects them from the shadow worldness. That's the reason why Joker Persona 5 wears a black coat. In his fucking cosplay mask. Fucking dragged into the US. But yeah, I guess it's fine for them to be in bikinis anyway. And so then they go up and distract the old man, and they get the key card, right? But then like as they're leaving, fucking the old man is like, yo, sweet ass teenager. and then she's like, what did you say? Oh, fuck you. And he's like, what, you're being rude to me? I guess we gotta fight now. And then you fight anyway. Which, by the way, happens 3 other times. Not with sexual harassment, but like, oh, we have to go up and distract them. We distracted them, but then something else happens and we have to fight them anyway. Man, this game story is really not good.
Distract them. Nice ass. What do you say about my ass?
So, yeah. What does Shexyo plagiarize? He plagiarizes another artist who named Cute Sexy Robots. Not robot, like robot, but with a UTT instead of an OT.
We know how to spell butt.
Just have to make sure you knew. And like the crazy thing about the plagiarized art is that it's not even like, I don't know if you remember this, Jordan, but remember when Butch Hartman drew that fucking Mikasa from Attack on Titan, and people were like, "This is plagiarized."
Yeah.
That
wasn't the only thing. There's like a ton of things.
I mean, yeah, but that was when people like started noticing it for real. But like, there were a lot of things plagiarized, but people didn't really realize it at first because it was just kind of hard to tell unless you like really looked at it. But with Cute Sexy Robot stuff, it's literally the same art style. it literally looks the same. And then like even then, if it was just the art style, you could just say like he copies his art style, but like at least the art itself is unique, so it's not even that bad for real. But no, he copies the art style and also just traces. he'll just take a cute sexy robots thing and then do it with a different character. And then like if the character's like laying down and making a pose, he'll just like slightly alter so that they're standing up making the same pose.
Bro moves them in the Z-axis.
I mean, so yeah, it's
AI at that point.
It's a tad crazy how much money he makes, considering the fact that he has been called out publicly multiple times.
Man is playing the game wrong.
I mean, clearly he's playing the game right, because he got called out and he's still winning.
Okay, but like, he could be doing it much easier. I don't condone it, but like, he could be doing it easier.
Oh, so NSFW art? Yeah. And bro is making the big bucks off of it. At bare ass minimum, what's it? 2,000 a month.
Ah, come on. There you go. Ah.
That nigga does not have a job. He wakes up in the morning, traces some art, and goes back to bed.
He's eating good though.
Like even if it was like again bare minimum $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. If he doesn't have to like work, that money don't have to go nowhere. He spends it on rent and food, and then buys a bunch of games on Steam. Like, and he has time to play those games because he's not drawing.
Bro, I'm here tracing the word. Damn, Nick. Bro, why me? Why me? Get away from me! I have to reload? I hope I... What is she shooting me for? Do not play Roblox, bro. All these 5-year-olds.
Something else I forgot to mention when we were talking about the Direct is nice Metroid Prime remake. No Metroid Prime 4. That game is still not coming out. Like you know something crazy must have happened, right? Because when would Nintendo in any universe ever be like, oh yeah, this game we were working on scrapped, we had to restart? Like maybe a leak will come out for something like that, or maybe they'll tell their investors and then like it'll leak from there or whatever. But when has Nintendo, any game can be really, but especially Nintendo, come up on stage with a presentation, be like, yeah, we had to restart the whole development, just from scratch.
Somebody probably had like CP on their by accident. They had the CP all up in the game.
but like
it was kind of like, it was probably how Sims was, or like it wasn't intentional for there to be like gay relationships in it, but like somebody just had CP on their drive or whatever, and like it was just in the game, so they had to scrap everything.
But like with fucking Bayonetta 3, that game was announced before the Switch came out. Remember that game was announced before the Switch ever even came out, and it only ever came out like a couple months ago. So that game was held off for what, like 5 years, and they never like said anything crazy about it. They were just like, the game's coming out eventually. Wait, but Nintendo just straight up said we had to restart. Why would they even admit to that? Like, something crazy must have happened. I don't even think CP would have been bad enough for them to be like, oh yeah, we have to restart. Because what's it? The fucking Cloud voice actor got outed for having CP. And who knows what's going on with him.
Okay, voice actor.
No, bad example. Fucking, there will be whole ass manga authors that get out of having CP. And they're still making manga. Because,
I mean, yeah, I guess.
And I'm not talking about nobodies like whoever wrote some 20-chapter piece of shit that got canceled. No, there'll be niggas with 400-chapter manga out there caught with CP, and then they go to court and they're like, you need to go to rehab for 2 months, and then 2 months pass and they're like, all right guys, the next manga's coming out.
But Your Honor, I'm making that heat though.
Which sounds like a joke, but it really is like a couple of months of rehab. The Japanese,
That's enough.
the Japanese law enforcement does not care about CP. They say, you know,
You'll get over it. In a couple days.
which is unsurprising because the JK business was a thing for a long time. Which, if you don't know, JK stands for like Joshi Kosei or something. It basically just means high school girls, and the whole like business enterprise in Japan. No, because it's not even one business. It's a genre of business or whatever you call them, where basically high school girls go on dates with old men, and they definitely don't have sex.
Because they say they don't.
Yeah, because
You
it's not
not
illegal. that would be illegal.
It'd be the wrong thing to do.
They're just going on dates with these old men, and then when they go to the hotel afterwards, it's to hang out.
We're playing like Uno or something. They couldn't play that like where they're having a date.
Like the Kenshin author. Fucking yeah. Well, okay, I don't know. I feel like the Rurouni Kenshin guy got it a little worse than everyone else. Because, like, at least with Rurouni Kenshin, everyone was like, oh, that nigga makes CP. Or, not make CP, sorry. Bought CP. Like, it wasn't even, like, on the internet. Bro had that shit mailed in. I feel like I told you this already, but bro had CP mailed in from Europe. The only reason he got caught is because they were checking that shit in security, and they were like, wait a minute. And then he definitely got canceled. And like the Rurouni Kenshin franchise is still going. That's like a franchise, you know. They can cut off the original creator as much as they want. Rick and Morty moment, but but with but yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, I feel like he got it worse than others because he was like actually canceled. People do not like that nigga. And anytime you bring up Rurouni Kenshin, people are like, ain't that the nigga who eats the little kids?
People be getting canceled for real.
But then there's things like the Toriko author, which if you've never heard of Toriko, don't blame you. It's fucking Toriko. But Japan will swear on their lives like it is one of the biggest series to ever come out of Japan. To the point where it's had 2 crossovers with One Piece. And one of them being one of them being a triple crossover with One Piece and Dragon Ball.
Wait, what did you say? Toriko? Is that like the? I know what you're talking about. But I only know because of J-Stars.
the blue-haired motherfucker who eats.
And like their moves are like utensils or whatever.
Yeah.
That was like, what the fuck is he shooting out a fork? And then like I think I played the story mode and he likes to eat, and I was like, oh well, that makes sense.
The whole thing with Toriko is that it's a kind of different kind of shonen manga where it's not like, you know, niggas fighting niggas. Obviously, it's really just people fighting monsters and then eating them afterwards because everything revolves around food in this fucking world.
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
Because everything's made of food, which sounds stupid because they just talked about like they're eating the monsters, but like no, there's like gigantic corn stalks, and it's like, oh yeah, this popcorn is the best tasting popcorn in the world. Like people pay.
But I want to kill that dragon though.
People pay billions for a single kernel. It's kind of goofy, but whatever.
What you paying for if it's right there?
Because it exists in the gourmet section of the world. Because
I can travel.
remember in Hunter x Hunter, because obviously you've seen Hunter x Hunter, you know, obviously.
Yeah, me.
Remember in Hunter x Hunter when they were like, oh yeah, this is like the habitable part of the world, and then the entire rest of it is like the dark continent where we can't go. Yeah, Toriko did the same thing, but it's like, oh yeah, this is the habitable part of the world, and this is the gourmet part of the world, where all the best ingredients exist, but everything's way stronger. And so yeah, the giant corn that people pay billions for is in the gourmet world. So
Paid for one kernel.
that's how good this popcorn is. So bussin' that we need to pay billions for it. I need it.
No, bro, no popcorn will ever be busting that you gotta pay that.
But anyway, fucking way off topic. The point being, Toriko, I feel like it's kind of mid. I've gotten like 50 or so chapters into it. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to read some more. But I guess Japan loves it because, like I said, 400 chapters. And that nigga got out of having CP. And for a while he disappeared because the only thing he ever made that was good, at least going to the people, was Toriko. And so he was the Toriko guy who got caught with CP, and he disappeared for a while, right? But then he comes back with a new manga called Bill King, and it was also shit, and it got canceled after 20 chapters. But no one was like, oh yeah, that's the guy who made CP. Everyone was like, oh yeah, that's the guy who made Toriko. No one remembered the CP part.
They remembered that over the CP.
So there are some people who they do the CP and they get away with it.
People really out here be excusing CP. Like this is why you can't boycott anything. Somebody will like kill their mom or something, and that kid will still be like, but you made a pretty good Sonic fan game though.
And like, they don't even be pleading non-guilty or anything. They be walking up into that courtroom being like, yeah, I like little kids. What about it? And
Yeah, I did it. What's up?
Look at the Rurouni Kenshin author, bro. When he got caught for having the CP, he was like, yeah, I'm attracted to little kids, especially foreign ones. Which sounds like a joke, but that's like almost verbatim what he said.
Bro, specific.
That's why he had it imported. Physical too, not on no flash drive or nothing.
Oh,
physical pictures.
It.
Bro said I have to have it on physical. I gotta
On
put
me.
it in the collector.
Yeah, I keep it on me. Hey.
Bro, put that shit in his wallet.
Got it on lockdown. Listen.
I'm gonna look up the quote now. Hold on. Oh no, they put this shit on Crunchyroll News. Nah, everyone knows about this one. In Japan, the possession of child pornography. Oh yeah, which by the way, the possession of child pornography wasn't even illegal until 2015.
Huh? Like everywhere, or like in Japan?
In Japan.
Oh, okay. I was gonna. Like what?
And the fine is like $9,000. Which for a manga author who's made millions, drop in the bucket. I really want to find the quote because he was math specific for no reason. Yeah, I like little kids foreign ones too. I get that shit on physical for real.
He had to let them know. just in case anybody in there was like questioning what he wanted, what he liked.
Here it is. There we go. Authorities officially charged Watsky last November. During his deposition, the artist said he liked girls in the late elementary school to around second year of middle school. So not even no teenagers for real. Like, is that not crazy? Diagnosis CP. Bro is learned.
Oh no, I can't even. This man Ethan joined my game. Alright, let me flex real quick. No! awful ass shark. What the hell was that?
Also, something I felt it pertinent to mention is I've been reading Yu-Gi-Oh lately because I wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, but like I'm not trying to watch 5,000 episode long anime from like the 80s.
Alright, bro. You're lucky you're reading One Piece. I would have been on you.
But you know, I was like, oh yeah, the manga apparently goes over like season 0 stuff because some people don't know this, but originally Yu-Gi-Oh was like crazy. They was not playing no card games. They were playing like Russian roulette and stuff.
Word?
Yeah, original Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of nuts. Yugi fucking builds a bomb and then brings it to school. It's like you play a game with it.
No.
He's the king of games. He gotta let him know.
Had to let them know. Oh no. He was really putting people in the shadow room. For real.
That's like the whole premise of the original series is that he plays a game with someone, and you know if they lose, they have to play a shadow game, which isn't really a game. It's just they get put into purgatory, and like unironically, Yu-Gi-Oh is like really hard. I'm kind of mad I didn't get into it earlier because it's cool as shit.
It doesn't sound too bad.
I think it's really good. Especially like since the progression of the series, at least so far, is pretty good. Because the way it goes like originally is that like the first 10 or so chapters are like basically the exact same. Like it's cool to see how like what kind of game Yugi comes up with or how he punishes the person, but I was gonna say if I die here. But
My guy
But
was
yeah, for the-
torturing people. Like,
but for the most part, it's like the same thing every time. It's Yugi goes to school, and then some like person is bullying him or his friends, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm so mad!" And then he turns into Egyptian Yugi, and then he's like, "Let's play a game!" And then he either wins fair and square, wins through luck, or just cheats. And then he'll just cheat, and then they get put into purgatory, and then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, what happened? That was weird," and they move on. But eventually, like as the chapters start going on, Yugi starts playing games where he like actually might lose. Because the thing with like the very first game, actually I can't remember what the very first one is, but like things like the you might have heard about this one, the infamous Yugi holds a guy at gunpoint, or no, Yugi gets held at gunpoint and then sets a guy on fire game. So basically, the TLDR is this guy's holding a gun at Yugi, and then he's like, "Let's play a game," because he's crazy. The guy's like, "Okay, I'll play." And so the idea is that like, oh, you're not allowed to move any of your fingers except for one of them. And the guy holding the gun, it's like, oh, obviously I'll move my index finger and shoot you. But Yugi puts a fucking, but the guy, before he said he was going to play the game, he was pouring himself a bottle of like beer or whatever, vodka. And so because he's not allowed to move any of his fingers, he keeps pouring it to the point where it's overflowing, and it gets on him. And then Yugi just takes out a lighter and then puts it on his hand. And so he's like, okay, so if you shoot the gun, you gotta light yourself on fire. And then
holy shit.
guy, and the guy going, obviously, I want to get out of the situation. He moves, but then the lighter falls and sets himself on fire.
Why wasn't that the anime? Huh?
Well, it is in the anime, but it's in season 0, quote unquote. It's what the fans call it season 0, but it's basically just the Yu-Gi-Oh anime before Yu-Gi-Oh got popular. Because obviously you know that what got popular from Yu-Gi-Oh was the card game.
Yeah.
So you know, they made a new anime that basically just started from the card game parts and like made a new lore around the card game parts. And the original anime like, just wasn't very popular because no one watched it, even in Japan. So it just didn't like get aired very often.
Bro, the season 0 stuff sounds wild.
From what I've seen of it, it changes like some things up, so I'm probably not gonna watch it anytime soon. But the manga is crazy. But yeah, eventually Yugi like starts playing games where he just might lose, and it's really fun to watch. And eventually, there's like being some chapters where Yugi like isn't even a part of it. There's a lot of there's a weirdly high amount of sexual harassment of the teenager though, but I mean it's manga.
It's
So,
yeah, that's just what I say.
so to be expected, I suppose.
That shit will show up when it shows up. And then niggas will eat that shit up and be like, like insanity, bro.
And so now I'm thinking about if I want to, but when I'm finished with the original manga, because it's not even that long, it's like 60 chapters. When I'm finished up with the original manga, if I want to then watch the anime for like the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, because I want to watch the 4Kids dub where Yu-Gi-Oh definitely doesn't kill those people, and he goes, "I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm," and all that stuff. Or if I want to read the manga for the card game parts, because there is a manga for the card game parts that just has all universe, I guess. Or if I just want to say fuck it to the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh, because the only good part is the part where Yugi sets a guy on fire. I just play the card game. Not physically, of course, because fuck that. But like the Steam one, that's free.
Is the card game hard, or is it like
Pokemon?
Is it like Pokemon's card game where like you gotta have coins and?
I have no idea. I've never like played or experienced the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. But I'm definitely not playing that shit physically because trading cards are stupid.
But you gotta get all the cards and like it's a gamble in every pack because you don't know what you're getting.
Exactly.
That's the best part. Sounds like you don't like fun.
It's not even like Pokemon, at least I don't think. Because like with Pokemon, some people collect the cards because they look cool. But with Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like pretty much just made for the game. So. Plus you have to like store them somewhere. I'm not gonna buy a fucking card binder because fuck that.
Not gonna lie, if anyone here had a card binder, it wouldn't be me.
So yeah, I'm probably just gonna try the online game.
I mean, that's probably better because what is it? My cousin has like a whole like. I know he has a lot of cards, but I see him play online more than like hear him talk about playing the card game with people.
So the Pokemon Showdown thing, where all like people who are good at playing Pokemon, they don't play their actual game anymore. They just play Showdown.
I mean, is there any point to like?
Legitimately, no. Because like even if
Unless Pokemon Showdown gets shut down, like I don't see like anybody playing Pokemon.
Even if Scarlet and Violet wasn't a buggy, too easy piece of shit game, I probably still wouldn't buy it because like I don't think I really care about Pokemon like that. Because you know when I was a kid, I just like played the game for the story or whatever. But nowadays, when I realize Pokemon story is like not really all that, and like I don't like catching Pokemon. I think that's just boring as hell. I don't like training Pokemon because I don't like fucking with IVs and EVs and all that shit.
I never cut like I would catch like the 6 that you needed for a team, and that was it. I never caught any other Pokemon.
I would catch all the guys that I think looked the coolest, and then I would have my team go from there. And the games are never hard, so there's no real point in going through the story. And so I'm thinking, like, what do I get from Pokemon, you know? But what does someone like me, who does not like the main things in Pokemon, get from Pokemon? Because the only thing that I like from Pokemon is the battling, which leads me to Showdown. And, like, I don't even really understand how people can like catching Pokemon. Because it's just you press a button and then some RNG happens. Where's the fun?
It's probably like the whole NFT business. It's just like collecting something. I don't know. People like collecting things.
At least in Arceus, like, there's an extra gameplay level to the catching Pokemon that's like more fun. But but like, even then, I think Arceus kind of sucks. But that's a different conversation. But in main Pokemon, at least, like, it can't be fun to catch them, right? Just play Showdown, where you can just type in the name and then get a Pokemon. And it can't be fun to breed them either, because that's just RNG that you spend hours of your life on. I'm gonna start Unleash now. Also, my playlist is starting to hold in on itself, so I gotta choose a different song. I fucking hate YouTube Shuffle. This shit sucks. I'd use like Spotify or something, but that shit got ads, and I'm not paying for it.
Why are they hogging all the cola?
I could download the songs to my computer.
Give me that shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, we save.
You know, whoever's a real one in chat, you get the choice: Ace Attorney or Sonic and the Black Knight. There's only one correct answer, but I'll pretend to let you have a choice. Ace Attorney was wrong.
Oh damn! That wasn't even a test. That wasn't even a test. Bro, smack you with the answer and you chose wrong. How do you fail? How do you feel that bad?
Like, bro really heard Sonic and the Black Knight and said, that can't be the correct answer.
Like... No fucking way, no fucking way. That was nice right here. No way. I was just saying, to be honest. Okay, now we're stuck.
I just checked the Discord. Fucking Kaiser was like, oh yeah, things seem to have gotten heated here earlier. And it's like, things get heated in this server all the time. Because it's fucking... For context, Jordan, in this server that like me and Triton and them are in, there's basically an argument like every day. But it's kind of crazy.
Hey, it's better than our server right now.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, it depends though. What is the arguments about? Like,
see, that's the thing. Is that you know me. You hear arguments every day, and you go, "Oh, Gavin must love this server," which for the most part I do. But like, they're the worst arguments I've ever had in my life, bro. Like, I know we talk about Tristan and how he sucks at arguing, but
I know.
I would maybe rather argue with Tristan than some of these people. I had to think about that one, but
okay, but like, what are they doing that's worse than Tristan? Like,
so the other day, there was some fucker who was like, "Oh, in anime, I hate any character who isn't like super strong," which is obviously a retarded take, right?
Oh no, I would not have started anything, bro. I would not have said.
Which I'm with you because I was not there when the argument started. I only came like afterwards once everyone was already talking. And so
You gotta let people sit with their takes, like just like bro, this is no awful ass take.
and I was willing to just not really say nothing for it. Oh wait, shit. Let's go with the knife to turn off the. Oh no, that's fine. And so yeah, bro was like, oh yeah, I hate all weak anime characters because they're all stupid and bad. And like, even though that's a bad take, if he had a good example, at least there's like somewhere to go with the argument from there, right? But the example he used is fucking Usopp from One Piece, and like, okay, yeah, Usopp is not like physically strong, but he beats like two very important enemies in the series. And so like we started questioning him. We were like, bro, what are you like even talking about for real? And he was like, Usopp is so weak, he can't beat anyone. And then we were like, what about these two people he beat? And he didn't answer. He didn't answer.
Where's the power scaler? Oh no.
Yeah, he literally was.
We don't get in arguments with power scalers, bro. We don't engage.
Bro was like, Usopp can't be a single person, and we went, what about the person he beat? And he was like, you know? No, bro did not even go, he just did not go. And that went on for like 300 plus messages. It was crazy.
Hey man, I know how to pick and choose my arguments, bro.
So do I so do I for the most part. Like sometimes I just can't help myself, but like for the most part I'm good. That's where this came from. Why did the menu take so long to go through this fucking game? Playing Sonic is just a mistake.
Oh yeah, you're playing this Unleashed. You know a game you should play for real though? Sonic Riders. Now that's content.
Not on stream. I'll just play that myself.
Oh no. You don't want to share Peak? You're gonna have people experience Peak by themselves?
Yeah.
You're awful.
Some people just don't deserve it, you know? They gotta sort it out Peak for themselves. It's not my job to get it to them.
These minigames suck.
I can't get over seeing these fucking Sonic Unleashed cutscenes in like 360p with a gigantic black box around the.
I just thought that's how the game was.
Like I can count the pixels on Sonic's head. So crazy. Oh yeah, and then there's one. Oh yeah, Chip turns into a ghost for some reason. Goofy all cutscenes.
Because it was the gag, and you could barely see him when his head hits the wall.
Fucking. Where was I? Oh yeah, right. So then there was one other thing that I wanted to bring up, specifically for stream. So Jordan, I know you're gonna get a laugh out of this one, but people in the server might already know. So a couple days ago, or it might have been longer than that, I don't fucking know. Someone shared a video that was like, "Is anime evil?" Which that title is already kind of wacky, you know.
Anime evil.
But it might not surprise you to learn that the reason the video is titled that is because it was from a YouTube channel titled The Christian Video Vault.
No.
You know where this one's going.
Definitely.
because I was curious, you know, how could I not be? I give the video a watch, and they say some crazy things. I remember the one that really piqued my interest was when they said, "Oh, we wanted to know more about what people think about anime, so we went to an anime convention, and we were surprised to learn that everyone that everyone there that asked questions about anime liked anime or even loved it."
What were they expecting?
Literally.
What were they expecting?
Because like the start of
to
their
be like, yeah, I don't really like anime. I'm here for my friends.
the start of the argument, or the start of their like thesis was like, oh, people like this satanic anime nonsense, and then like people aren't even just like middling towards it, or they don't like it. Everyone who was there at the con that we asked loved it. And it's like, yeah, it's without the con.
At the convention, asking people about the thing that the convention is about, and you're so surprised that they like it.
We're went to E3 and said, "Do you like video games?" And they're like, "Yeah." What? Huh?
So video games. What's the hype behind that? It'd be the Christians, bro.
And you know what? I almost don't want to like try to remember the points from memory because there are certainly ones I'm gonna miss out on. So you know what? Fuck it, I'll just play the video.
Holy shit.
You know, okay, fine. I'll skim through it at least a little more. I'll skim through it rather than watching the whole thing because it's like 40 minutes long. But Bro's making the good Christians look bad. That's an oxymoron.
Good Christians.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I know they're good Christians. But, like, how?
You'd be like the 5% fruit, though. Like,
I know
like,
they're good Christians. I just wonder how are they good Christians? Like, how do you be those two things at the same time, you know?
Because everyone's interpretations of the Bible is different.
It's funny you say that, Jordan, because another video on the Christian Video Vault is a video titled "The Correct Way to Interpret the Bible." Because as we all know, there is only one correct way to interpret the Bible. Like, and there's a different video titled "Why the King James version King James version is the only like correct version of the Bible."
Damn, bro was sleeping with King James.
our religion teacher would be like, nope. You need to check every version.
But to be fair, he wouldn't even say no. He doesn't argue with anything. You could be right, and you could be right, fully right. It would be like, you would say a grilled cheese sandwich like is considered a sandwich because like bread, cheese, bread. That's like the base of like a normal sandwich. And then he'll be like, well, no, there's no meat in the sandwich, so how would it be considered a sandwich? Because by definition, a sandwich needs to have meat in it. And or not even that. Like someone else in the class might have that take.
Wow, look at those.
But you would say that, and then he'd be like, no, you're wrong. And then like he'll continue on with his lesson, and it's just like tell me how I'm wrong.
Watch enough.
Be like, well, if you go on a diet, you lose weight, and then he'll be like, no, you don't, and then he'll be like, well, God, like, no, tell me.
I would even say that there's tons of anime stuff. Not only is it
I'll literally never get over the time that where he was like, truth is this. And I was like, well, actually, what about blind people? Because like, or not blind people, colorblind people. Because if you say that the truth is X, Y, or Z, what about people who are colorblind and literally see these things differently? And then he said, "All right, guys, class is over." Like,
okay,
man.
but at least he neglected you. Like, for my class, the whole class was the whole class agreed like against him, and we all like for the most part, the people that were speaking had good points, and then he just said like the craziest shit ever, and everybody went quiet, and he just continued on with class. And I don't know if he thinks everyone going quiet means that he was correct. But he just kept on going, like, and it's crazy, like, it's insane. Kobe died like 3 days before this happened, and then bro goes, And he even he
Oh my God.
laughs a little bit before he says it, and then he goes, "Well, Kobe isn't forever." And then everyone's just
man.
like, everyone sits there. And we're just like, why the fuck would you say that?
Like that. That's already a crazy thing to say, but you look at a room full of black children and be like, well, Kobe isn't forever, you know? Like 3 days after he died.
And even in the context of the thing that we were talking about, he was still wrong. He was still wrong. Because everyone's just like, oh, basketball is just a thing that could be played by anyone and anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. Or basketball could last like for a long time, like probably until the end of the earth, because it's a sport. It's something that like multiple people could pick up. And like it's not, there's no criteria, because you could just get better at basketball and like continue to play basketball. And then he was just like, well, this one basketball player died. So he was still wrong. He was still wrong. Man, nobody was arguing after that. He just said like some craziness and just kept on going with the class.
Nah, make Christians be like, I love everyone except for those fat. Because I mean, they
even that. I've seen. Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up, Namek. I'm glad you brought that up, Namek, because it will come up in the Is Anime Evil video.
That same Bible verse I hear all the time, and like the interpretations on it is insane. Because like, people just be like, "Oh, well, he said this, so that means homosexuality is wrong," and then like people will be like, "Oh, no, he said that in context to priests preying upon little boys, so that's why he said it was wrong." And then like everyone's just like, "Nah, he said it was
I
wrong."
was 7 years old. Like young kids in there, then you just automatically.
And I don't even read the Bible, bro. Like,
across anime, as well as
I'm not reading all that.
Also, fucking one of their opening points for the Is Anime Evil video is the classic. There are these M-rated anime. What would happen if a kid watched this? You know,
Bro, what a kid doing never.
we don't even gotta talk about that one.
That don't even make sense.
We should make sure we watch him closely then.
that there's some sort of twisted.
Bro, I don't even want to hear what he's talking about.
All right, all right. I'm at the Sailor Moon part because this is one of the craziest points in the video. I actually just screen share it to you, Jordan, so you can hear it without having to watch the stream. Because this one, not it for real.
This is giving me flashbacks to Pokemon is satanic, and then one of their main points was Mewtwo has 3 fingers, and Mewtwo's holding its hands up. And that's the satanic salute. And I was just like, huh?
that one was so crazy. But Pokemania, yeah, it was a mistake. Pokemon should have never gotten popular. For multiple reasons, but chiefly that. There we go, it's Anime
And
Evil.
one of his points had to do with Pikachu being cute. And I was just like, huh?
So like one of the points that they'd be making is about like how it's crazy how an anime is like a lot of pedophilia, which like, you know, fair enough, right? Because that is just the thing that's crazy in anime. But the point that they make, or like the example that they use for it, is some craziness. Because you use Sailor Moon as an example.
Sailor Moon is a middle schooler who falls in love with.
There are
This is There's even extremely young
Oh, there we go. Here it is.
Oh, no, the VTuber model?
Also that, but doesn't talk about that.
Accidentally kisses even a scene where Usagi's love interest Mamoru accidentally kisses an extremely young 5-year-old Sailor Chibi, which how do you accidentally kiss a 5-year-old?
We just watched the scene.
Literally, so when I was watching this, I was like, "What do you mean? How do you accidentally kiss a 5-year-old? It just happened."
What?
It's not like bro was walking forward and he was like, "Wait a minute, there's a 5-year-old in front of me. Whoa, I can't control my mouth."
He was read it out of a book. He saw it happen.
he was literally about to kiss Sailor Moon, and then the little girl fell from the sky. Like, what was he supposed to do about that?
I mean, like, how do you accidentally kiss a little girl?
Grade school.
Fucking and then fucking to the point that they make next is like, and then Sailor Moon gets jealous about her boyfriend kissing the child, and it's like, okay, yeah, that would be a weird thing for Sailor Moon to do, except it happens in a
Jealous when
completely
she
different version of the show.
Lately is Chibiusa. Do you like her? Do you think she's that cute?
What? That's ridiculous. She's still in elementary school. She's just a little kid.
Also he says that, but but this is a completely different version of the show. So, like, you can't even use that as an example.
The verse Senshi from Find Her.
And then okay, and then here's the gay point, which y'all gotta hear this one for real.
Oh, just wait, it gets worse. Even the villains in the series are gender-bending teenagers. The Sailor Starlights are 3 Sailor Senshi from another star system looking for their missing princess, which lands them on Earth to find her. In their civilian forms, they are biological men who created a boy band called 3 Lights.
So it's kind of like the Spice Girls meets NSYNC?
Now that would be weird. They become female when they transform into their Sailor Senshi forms. Additionally, their leader is clearly in love with Sailor Moon, which is super confusing to the viewer because their genders constantly change.
This sounds like
Huh?
But
how would that be confusing if they explain it?
The show is satanic because there are characters in the show who change back and forth between male and female. That's going to be confusing to the viewer. How are they supposed to know what gender they are? Like,
How would that be confusing? Like, that's not even a good point. Like,
like there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things in gender politics that I will admit are confusing because there are things that even I don't agree with or get or whatever. But that's like one of the most simple things. Like,
what?
The villains are females and they turn into males sometimes. This is confusing to the viewer. It's like, what's the problem? What video are you watching? The video someone linked in the Discord a while back called "Is Anime Evil?"
something from 2020, but it came out nearly 30 years ago.
Also,
their leader is
woke
clearly in
joke.
love with Sailor Moon, which is super confusing to the viewer because their genders constantly change.
This sounds like something from 2020, but it came out nearly 30 years ago.
You know, the Bible has a
This-
lot to
this
say
something
about
else from
sexual
2020.
immorality. 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5 says, "It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should
Also
avoid
Bible verse.
sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know God."
Amen. Great text, Keith.
That's not what they did. They changed genders as a disguise. They're literally on Earth. They're aliens who are on Earth for a different purpose, and they're like, okay, we need a disguise. Let's disguise ourselves as a completely different gender.
Well, Gavin, you don't
So-
understand. They pulled out a quote from the Bible.
So it's not even sexual for real. So what the fuck? This is what they be talking about when they're like, well, the Bible doesn't really say that God hates gay people, but it's like if y'all are talking about gay people or anything even kind of remotely adjacent, y'all bring up Bible verses. What are y'all trying to say?
Along with all the adult-themed relationships, I'm talking about
To do new times or for drive those things.
Symbols under 4.
And describing of the third
out
And then
with
a bunch of
movement
fucking
in-
remake is
oh yeah,
that
there's
shit.
there's
Right, and listen
there's
to
five
you.
there's 5 Sailor Scouts, so and there's 5 points in a pentagram, so
Hmm.
Like really powerful. It
and there's a fucking Dragon Ball section, which like I almost don't want to go through it because it's like 20 minutes long, and a lot of it is like very not like connecting. I remember one point was like, oh, there are 7 Dragon Balls. Isn't 7 like a number that's common in the Bible? But Goku, he's not the savior, he's the devil because of something. Because he was sent to Earth to take it over, and he became good. So the series is trying to portray Goku, the devil, as a good guy because he became good, or something. And then you want to hear one of the unironic points that they make. So, they bring up Vegeta, and we all know that Vegeta's the villain, right? Because he kills people.
Mhm.
Obviously. The point that they make is that Vegeta is part of the Holy Trinity because it's him, his father.
Vegeta is a part of the Holy Trinity.
It's him, his father, and I don't remember who they said the Holy Ghost was, but it really doesn't matter. The point being that they're saying Vegeta is Jesus. And because the series portrays Goku as beating Vegeta, they're trying to say that Satan is the good guy. These are the connections that they're making. and then like,
And we gotta trust them on their interpretations of the Bible.
and then one of the points that
You
they
have to go to them to be like, what does this verse mean?
and then one of the points that they make is is that fucking so you know Mr. Satan or Hercule in Dragon Ball. His name is pronounced Satan because in Japan that's the only way they can pronounce it. They don't have a say. I mean, okay, you can finagle Japanese to make it say by going SEI, which is just se and e, but that's not how it's spelled. It's spelled Satan, which is Satan. But they're like, Satan? Satan's a main character in the series? And Gohan, the protagonist's son, lives in Satan City?
Satan City? But he lives in Satan City?
Which, by the way, he doesn't. He lives in West City.
He lives in Satan City. Why is that so funny?
Everyone lives in West City in Dragon Ball. It's the only fucking city that exists. It's not a great video, but if y'all are in the Discord and y'all feel like watching it, go find the link or whatever, because it's a hoot and a holler.
You could have fooled me. Bro, that is hilarious.
It's similar to when ALX did that revisit on the Batman video where the guy says Batman is Jesus. I don't know, because, like, it's a stupid point to make, but, like, at least he was trying to make the connection between, like, Batman and Jesus. It was stupid and terrible, but at least he tried, and he didn't bring up, at least from my memory, he didn't bring up Bible verse to be like, and then God said the bat was good, and he was like, Batman's a bat? Very stupid shit like that.
Batman's a bat?
All the phenomena we've witnessed are the direct result of one creature. The hyper-energy organism spawned at the planet's core, Dark Gaia.
But that's it for the topics that I prepared for this stream. Everything else is gonna have to be carried by Sonic Unleashed, which I haven't.
Bro, I need to know. I need to know why the King James version is wrong.
Because by the way, you can't skip cutscenes in this game. I have not. How long has it been since I started Sonic Unleashed? I haven't gotten to play a level yet. Started Sonic Unleashed for this stream. Literally just put PCSX2 on fucking where am I going? I put PCSX2 on 2 times speed because nothing is happening right now.
That's Unleashed for you.
Oh hey, it's the cutscene where Eggman bullies some African folk. And a very not African person points and goes, "Who are you?" It's the craziest voice actor choice. Some black kid points out and goes, "Who are you?" And it's like, "Who are you?" Yo, Eggman, stop bothering these black people. This is back when Jason Griffith voiced the character. He was the better Sonic voice actor than everyone. I know, you stupid fucking people love your, what's his face? Who's the guy who voiced Sonic in, like, the adventure games? I should definitely know this.
Bro, I swear I know the name. I swear I know the name.
I literally should know this, but yeah, I'm blanking. I'm just gonna look it up.
It's like Ryan something. I think, right?
Ryan Drummond.
Yeah. I was not remembering that last name. What the fuck?
In my head, I was thinking, in my head, I was thinking Brian, but I was like, nah, it sounds stupid.
It was Ryan something. At least I knew half the name.
But yeah, I know people love their Ryan Drummond, but people also love Adventure, and that game sucks. So people can be wrong. Jason Griffith is objectively the best Sonic voice actor. And I know that there are people who are like, who try to have their like revisionist history and say, well, Roger Craig Smith wasn't all that bad. They're lying to themselves. I don't know the controls. How do I run in this game again?
Try like flicking the stick.
You're right. It's fucking double tap. It's Smash Bros. Controls.
Duh.
That door's glowing, Sonic.
Bro, I know people that play with that. Like, ugh.
And then there are some fringe weirdos who are like, Jaleel White? He was a hard Sonic voice actor. Like, bro.
He not like do like one thing.
He does all the Sonic. He does all the Sonic cartoons. He did Sad AM. He did the Adventure Sonic.
All?
I guess not every single one, but all like the classic ones. Sad AM, Adventures, Underground. He even voiced the brother and sister in Underground. Except for the singing portions where they had a female voice to the girl, obviously. They was not about to have Jaleel White doing a girl voice singing.
Behold, my new power! Egg Beetle, go!
Oh, how's this boss fight gonna be? It's probably gonna suck. Save state. Whoa.
I'm not taking any chances with Sonic Unleashed on the PS2, bro.
Bro, but it's this boss fight.
I've never played Unleashed.
You've never played Unleashed?
I've never like gone through Unleashed. I played sections of it at a friend's house, but I never like had the game. And I've never done this boss. Actually, I don't think I've done any of the daytime bosses. I think I've only done nighttime ones. Oh right, boost is circle for some fucking reason.
Boost. It's fucking.
Boosting is terrible in this game. Fucking.
Okay,
I never.
When he got his mouth open next to you, you gotta boost into him to do damage.
I didn't think I had any boost left.
Bro, you thought you just manifested boost that one point?
Well, fucking. The way the boost works in this game is so fucking weird. It's not just like, oh yeah, you get rings and you have like your boost meter.
Brian make the.
It's you get rings, then your boost gauge goes up, and you fucking level up. Oh, I had to boost again.
But he's like flopping around like that. If he's next to you, you can still boost, get some more damage in.
Gotcha.
I didn't think it'd work like that for this version. But you can imagine it works better in the other one. And then like you can hit him again, boom. Yeah, and then one more time.
I was about to say, about to finish the boss fight. Bro, my boost level is so high. Yo? Oh wait, this is one of these Sonic games? Where you're fucking... Where you lose rings incrementally instead of... Bullshit. Hello? Alright, cool. You fucking lose rings incrementally instead of dropping them all. Which should be fair. Losing all your rings in this game, in particular, would be stupid and shitty, but... Am I not supposed to attack him? Can I not attack him in the 2D sections? Because it definitely didn't work.
I told you this works better on another version. This looks so scuffed.
This boss fight is so cheeks, bro.
Like, bro, it's stuck in the 2D section.
Maybe I'm supposed to jump in then boost. Oh, homing attack. Gotcha. Now
I
I
can get
know.
it off. Now I can get it off.
This does not fit under the dictionary definition of gameplay.
I mean, you're playing the game. Bro's jumping.
We beat him. That sure was the boss fight of all time.
Bro, gotta see. You gotta see.
Jason Griffith is also the one that voices Sonic in fucking Sonic X, so that automatically makes it better. And there's Sonic Prime. They got another black guy to do it.
Is that the Temple of Gaia?
Not that that matters.
Let's check it out.
The problem is only he's Canadian, but
Insane. You don't sound that bad.
but I also don't like him all that much. He's fine. It sounds like Sonic should, just not that good. That also could just be me having a skewed perspective because I think Sonic Prime shit is shit.
Hey, Sonic.
Like I'd be getting mad scrolling through Twitter and people seeing people be like, "Bro, I'm so excited for Sonic Prime the second half," and it's like, why?
Bro, be human. People liking the thing. You know, people that like things, Godwin.
I'm just sitting here wondering what they like so much about it, because Sonic Prime is in fact shit.
It's Sonic.
What's that?
That was a pretty valid answer.
Like, it's a Sonic thing.
Considering Sonic fans. I still have yet to play Frontiers. Makes me feel like I'm unconsciously like procrastinating on doing that. Because I almost don't want to be disappointed.
The emeralds come back to life.
I don't think it's disappointing. I just think it's a game.
That's gotta be why Eggman was so keen on taking the place over.
That's the problem. Sonic has been in the spits for so long. He can't be coming back with just a game, you know? Because
There's cool stuff about Frontiers, but you're not gonna get that with the Portal levels or whatever.
Because now we're gonna be waiting the next 5 years for the next mainline Sonic game, and then we're gonna be spending these last 5 years with just a game. Which, granted, is better than spending the last 5 years with Forces, but still.
I'd say it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, everything's a step in the right direction for Sonic.
Because they do the quote unquote open world stuff like kind of good, and then like you get to the subspace levels, and then you're just like hit and boost sometimes.
Everything
and
is
then like,
one step forward for Sonic until he boosts backwards.
Man, what could save Sonic right now is Shadow the Hedgehog 2. But I'd flick some shit up.
A planet-sized jigsaw puzzle? Sounds like a great excuse to see the world.
I might fuck this Shadow the Hedgehog too. Because, like, if I had better gunplay, probably would have been a fine game.
I wonder if there's any, like, 06 elitists.
What do you mean?
Or, not elitists, but, like, people that really like 06.
Oh, did I not tell you about what happened, like, a couple of months ago? I think it might have been a year ago at this point. But, so a while back, there was, like, some revisionist history going on with Sonic 06, where people were getting on Twitter and being like, guys, remember how good Sonic 06 was? Like some straight up crazy ass gaslighting type shit.
That is nuts. What?
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
And
It's completely
it,
mistook you for someone
it was really weird,
That is so
because it wasn't like
sworn it was him.
it wasn't like
Anyway, I'm really
how
sorry.
people normally talk about things where it's like, oh yeah, most people didn't like it, but they liked it. Where it's like, I know that this thing is like bad, and most people didn't like it, but you know, I really feel personally about it that it's really good or whatever, that I like it or whatever. But people were just straight up like, guys, remember how good Sonic 06 was? And we're
Over here, like, guys,
and we're like,
this game was
what are you
good.
talking about? But some people must have gotten hit by it because there were people who were playing being like, yeah, Sonic 06 was good. Or maybe it was a big fucking insurgency plot. They're like, we're gonna mind control the internet and make the thing. So Sonic 06 conversion therapy.
Everyone that liked it just comes out the woodwork.
Fucking
So
swing in the
happened
pocket.
with so happened with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Literally, that's literally what happened. When people were like, oh yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, they were like good for real. Which, at least there, people did that because of No Way Home. They saw No Way Home and they were like, you know what? Maybe Amazing wasn't even that bad for real. To make sure, because if they rewatched it, they would have been like, nope, still bad. But people saw No Way Home and were like, maybe Amazing wasn't even that bad for real. Venom should be in Amazing 3. And all that stupid shit. But at least it was caused by something, right? With Sonic 06, people just got on Twitter one day and were like, bro, the game, good. And it was crazy. And it wasn't even just on Twitter either. You ever heard of King K, the YouTuber?
No.
So he has like a couple of Sonic game retrospectives, and he eventually did one on 06, and he was like, actually, if it weren't for all the bugs, 06 would be a fantastic game. And that's just not true for real. like yes,
No,
06 is
I won't lie. I did have that same sentiment, but I never went back to play 06 to really like defend it in that way. So I don't know.
even without like some of his videos, so do I, but sometimes he is just not hitting. Like a lot of the Kingdom Hearts videos are just not good. Mostly because he thinks Dream Drop is good.
Oh, I've seen this profile picture before, and I was like, this shit ass. Profile picture is garbage.
I like his Pokemon videos, but so yeah, with Sonic 06, he was like, oh yeah, if the game wasn't a buggy broken mess, it'd actually be pretty good, which just isn't true for real. And then like the example he uses for why the game would be good without like the broken buggy mess is Project 06, which you might think, oh yeah, that's like a remake of 06 that someone is making to like make the game better, right? And like, yeah, but they're making the game better. They're not just taking out the bugs. They're literally changing things about the game. So you can't say Sonic 06 would be better if it wasn't broken. Look at Project 06. When Project 06 is like a different game. That's like saying Sonic Advance 2 could have been really good. Look at Sonic Flash.
Sonic Flash. Sonic Flash was that shit though. The hell? What made me think that? Maybe I thought the same way. Because I do remember seeing a thing on Twitter, and I was just like, well, if the game could be this good, then maybe if the bugs weren't there, the game could have been good.
Well, with Project 06, they're like straight up changing the game. This is not the same game. Just the fact that all the characters play differently is already like a crazy difference.
Did they not originally?
No. But like, Tails has his bombs, but that's really... Tails has his bombs and can glide, but that's it. And then Rouge has bombs and can glide. And then Knuckles can latch onto walls and then glide. And that's it.
That's those characters. Nobody cares about...
The only ones that play majorly differently are Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, which they damn well better. And fucking... So yeah, I don't like the revisionist history around Sonic 06. People are like, yeah, it was actually good the whole time. Like, literally kill yourself.
It'd be Sonic fans though. It'd just be Sonic fans.
They literally do.
Nobody fights for the real Sonic games like Sonic Riders. I swear I'm like the only one. I'm like
Aside from that
I'm
one
like
guy who made the video.
general Sonic Riders, bro. Like I swear. That game was way too good.
Oh right, it's like you have your left combos and your right combos with fucking square and circle. Oh no,
Because
that clap sound effect is crazy.
because Sonic was in Tekken.
What is that clap sound effect?
Ooh.
Right back, woo, when he claps. How do you pay things up again? I don't remember the controls. Was there a dodge? Oh. Weird. Nope, that just... X. Nope. Yeah, that's just blocking dodge. Yeah, look at the controls.
Oh, I forgot the sound effects in this game were god awful.
How could you forget?
Like every single one. These Bit Crush ass sound effects they got for everything.
I need to remember how to throw things, because I remember from the last time I played, throwing things is like really busted.
Oh, this looks like a DS game.
Yeah, do, don't it?
I didn't tell you you got an item, like you can open an inventory. They just said you got an item. For this chair, I'm gonna flip something.
Why even have a door opening prompt if it's literally just hold R1? Wait.
How else would you open the door?
Don't have a door. Also, thanks Chip for the helpful advice. Sonic, these guys are flying. You have to jump to hit them. Like, yeah. Okay, it is R1.
I always find that weird in games where like they'll be like, you gotta do this thing to beat them. Like, does that kind of like just break the whole game aspect of the game? It'd be real a little bit.
Like, it's why I hate Doom Eternal so much. Is because every time an enemy shows up in that game, they go, "Hey, here's how to beat it. By the way, just want to make sure you don't get lost, buddy." When in Doom 2016, the whole thing, the reason a new demon showing up in 2016 was cool was because you would just be walking through an area and then a new demon comes out of nowhere.
That does take away from the game. But Doom Eternal's fun, so we can excuse that.
Yeah, it's always weird when I talk about Doom Eternal because I don't want to call it a bad game. It's just a good game I have a lot of criticisms of. It's like, how do I... Because, like, whenever I, in 20 years, eventually get to making the Doom video, what do I title it? I can't call it Doom Eternal's a bad game, because I don't think that. But Doom Eternal's a good game I have a lot of criticisms of. It doesn't really, roll off the tongue.
I like Doom Eternal, but 3 dots.
How would I hate those titles? They're cringe as hell. And I'm not trying to be like the people I criticize. That would be hypocritical.
Doom Eternal is cool and all, ... Or is it the dot 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 you don't like?
It's the dot 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 I don't like.
Doom Eternal? Question mark? And then like in parentheses, critical video.
Maybe Doom Eternal is bad, and then in parentheses, not really.
Or just call it Doom Eternal is bad, and then you get people to click on it, and then you'll be like, "Nah, I was lying."
I thought about that. I also thought about just Doom Eternal critique, but people are not gonna click on that.
Ew, bro. Those be them 15 views videos.
No, Joseph Anderson be titling his videos like that, and he's popular.
Yeah, ew.
Too popular if you ask me, but neither here nor there.
Dunking on Doom Eternal. No one's ever used that before. Is Doom Eternal shit?
I have a pimple on my leg? What the fuck is that?
Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. That's it. Just Doom Eternal.
I mean, it's
and like the year it came out.
Doom Eternal 2020, a video in which I described Doom Eternal from 2020 and also Doom 2016 from
2017. Best Doom Eternal review 2023, or if you want to be like real, 2024.
I mean, so hold on. To reveal a bit of how the hot dog is made, I plan on having the video out this year. I only really made the stipulation on Twitter of like, if I get 200 subscribers, then Johnny Man, blah blah blah. I really only
I'm
did
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
What?
To reveal on how the hot dog is made?
Yeah. It's a saying. You've just never heard it.
Yeah. Like, where would I hear that from? Like, where would I hear that?
I don't know, fucking any of the other things that I say that you guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Golf course as saying.
Fucking anytime I've ever said a word, y'all are like, oh, Gavin with his dictionary, with his word day calendar or whatever.
Okay, but you'd say like, you'll be like, I gotta go get pants from the haberdashery, and we're just like, what are you talking?
You see, that's funny.
Like, you didn't have to say that.
That's funny because I actually do know what a haberdashery is.
Yeah, and I only found out yesterday what a haberdashery was.
I only know because of a fucking John Mulaney comedy show.
So,
and even though he didn't explain what it was, he just said haberdashery, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I looked it up.
So like, you will say some word that like means something, but like you could say it for the common folk, but you just don't.
Because the word that I'm thinking of comes to my... I say whatever word comes to my mind first. And if it happens to be haberdashery, then...
Whatever word comes to my mind first. Like, I don't know.
Like, I say pertinent all the time. Who the fuck says pertinent? The only reason I say it all the time is my mom says it all the time. I fucking picked up from her.
Yeah, and your mom's like... She was like in the army. With like all the military furs.
And so while there are probably other words that mean the same thing as pertinent, I say pertinent.
Pertinent. But yeah, back to how the hot dog was made.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You were telling me how the hot dog was made.
I explained myself already. I
We're
said
done?
everything. I mean, Wait, was I? I actually don't remember.
I was not. I was just like, bro, this ain't Gavin said.
Oh right, because you
Not a
interrupted me
hot
with the
dog,
fucking
man.
with the hot dog.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah. What's it? I plan on having the video out this year. The only reason I made the stipulation on Twitter of like, oh yeah, if I get to 100 and just me out or shit, it was just because I wanted to see like, what's it? If I really could make it to 100 based on one fucking video, that wasn't even like an actual video on my channel for real. It was a video I made months ago. People only just not finding. Then like there's a chance that anything could happen, right? And so I
You
figured
have
if I got
way too many views on that video. Like
it's kind of nuts.
it's insane.
So, someone must have looked up Smiling Friends meme and then it just got thrown to the algorithm because like
Your meme probably in a compilation somewhere.
or that'd be crazy. But so yeah, and I figured if I had 100, then I would owe it to those 100 people. Not to say that's actually 100 people, but like big number. I owe it to a bunch of people to make the video that I've been talking about making for like 3 years now. No, wait, 2 years because I played Doom Eternal in late 2020.
And you're not even appealing to the like. You made a meme video and they followed off of that. Like I don't understand. Like how does that? Like what is the thought process? Oh, they made one funny video. Unless they clicked on your channel and they went through everything else. But like,
I know they didn't because none of my other videos blew up in views, like even a little bit.
yeah, so it's just like they saw that and they were just like, this is some quality, this is some quality meme.
Either they thought it was so funny they had to subscribe, or people just like don't really care about subscriptions like that. Which I'm very willing to believe because there are people who just like don't unsubscribe ever, which I find crazy.
This Gavin guy, he's going places. Off of that one meme. And Gavin slapped a green screen onto something else and got views for it, bro.
Literally, it's just a green screen on Evangelion.
Can you grab on?
What is the momentum on this thing? What is going on?
Where's the momentum?
Ah, Sonic games momentum, am I right?
They never have them. Never have. So people be like, oh, when you stream, or like when you start out streaming, you should upload like clips or whatever from what you stream. And it's just like, how do you even get clips when no one's watching?
You have to keep track of them yourself, asshole.
I mean, like, no, like, I get that, but like, most clips that you like see that like go viral are clips where they're interacting with chat, and like half the time, if you're someone that's just starting out, you'll have like 1 to 3 people that will like probably join and leave. So
I mean, the intention with clips, I don't really know what you're talking about with the whole most clips that go viral or them interacting with chat. The only time I see that is like with VTubers, where they read the chat and they go Niga, and then they go spot
where they say something in the worst way and their whole chat is giggling like
because they're Japanese and they don't understand what the F slur means.
Oh, not even that. I remember there was some VTuber that was like telling someone to touch grass or whatever. And they were like, you sit on your ass, you touch grass, and like it was insane. I was like, it was fucking, the guy was nuts. I don't remember who it was. They had blue hair or whatever, and like they were saying things in the worst way possible. And then people were like, oh, that was like cringy.
That's hard.
And then people were just like, oh, that was cringy. And then they were like, that's the point. That's why I said it that way. And it's just like, no, it was ad. It was like, It was like a hate message, and like, yeah, if you respond to it in a certain way, it could turn into a clip. But like, it sounded so forced.
I hate this fucking B enemy so goddamn much.
I don't like. I wish I could find it. I'm gonna like type in VTuber cringe tweets, and then I'll probably find it.
Boss is crazy. Bro was sitting outside that stage. Bro, is this not crazy? How am I supposed to attack, bro?
Oh no!
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
zoning you. Let's see. Can I? Do you think I would find it? I don't think I could find it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Bro, I hope that didn't pick up on the mic. That sounded horrible.
I heard something rumbling.
That sounded awful. No one heard anything. What was it? VTuber cringe. Touch grass. I'm over here typing in buzzwords like I'm an AI artist. Oh! I think I found it. Yeah, this is it. Oh my god.
Alright, hold on. I gotta see this
It
one.
was so bad. I'm gonna send it in thing. It was horrible, bro.
VTubers are cringe.
VTubers are cringe. You can get fucked. You're a little cringe, huh? Maybe you should get a life. Maybe go touch some grass. Get off your ass. If you have an ass. Oh no, I bet your ass is flat. That's such
What
a shame.
am I
God,
listening
this
to?
is so unfair to
Bro,
you.
I know,
You do no
right?
humor
Like, shit
and
is so
no ass. Man, I thought I had it rough. Chili's already dead. No. Overkill. KO.
The way you're describing it, I thought it was a Japanese VTuber that was like saying it weird because they don't understand English. But no, this is just a person who speaks English being crazy.
Yeah, it was just bad.
It's like listening to fucking Calliope rapping.
And at the end of the clip, Chili's already dead. Like, die, bro. in Minecraft, yeah. It's like, oh, like it was just a hard watch.
I don't get VTubers like at all, and I especially don't get English VTubers. Because, like, at least with the Japanese VTubers that people be like, bro, I love this VTuber so much, I love watching them. It's like, they don't actually like watching streams, they like watching people that they can't understand speak what is to them gibberish. Because there's no fucking way you understand what they're talking about. Because Japanese VTubers spend like maybe 30% of their streams speaking in English.
And it'd be like random.
And then
they reveal that they're like a grown man.
The rest of it is them just making sounds, which people, I guess, like, die finding funny, I guess. So, like, but at least there I know what it is these people are, like, liking about VTubers. They like the fucking retard sense that sends off in their brains. But, like, what is entertaining about an English VTuber? Literally the one thing I like about VTubers does not exist, so what is here for y'all?
I always thought it was just like, there's a character on screen. Like, I just thought that was the whole VTuber thing.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. It's like just because I like me like character design, so me watch stream with character design, like. But like, still,
like, I don't be watching streams, but like, if you have a cool character design up there, I'd probably the stream would be clickable. Or yeah, I'd be more likely to click on it. And that's what I thought the whole thing was. But then, like, seeing that clip.
Get off your ass.
You should get off your ass, touch grass. Or maybe you don't have an ass. Like, huh?
the baby you don't have an ass part got me fucked up. if you even have an ass, I bet you have no ass. I bet your ass is flat. Oh, that's so sad.
And she was fighting for her life in her comment section. Because everyone was just like, bro, that like you didn't do anything. That shit was just more cringe. And then they were like, oh, that was the point because they said that I was cringe, so I was cringe.
No way you say something crazy and then hop into your comment section like, no, wait a minute.
That was the point. No, you don't get it. Like, no. Get off your ass. Touch grass. Maybe you don't have an ass. And there were people that liked that.
like bro chill guy.
I said chill. He's already dead. Who?
Bro chill, he's already sitting there.
Kinda just doing what he needs to do. The get off your ass, touch grass combo. With the maybe you don't have an ass finisher. But yeah, VTubers, am I right?
VTubers, am I right?
But like, unironically, I'd have a PNG thing up. Superior thing.
Literally, I want to be a. I don't know what it's called, but like the ones that be having the PNGs change when they talk. Like I know like the Euro has one.
I think. Well,
fuck.
What's his name? Scott Falco made like better version of it.
Oh yeah, him too.
But like, that requires like animation skills for his. I don't know how. I think I did his though.
I mean, I think like the arrows look good because they're like kind of animated, but they don't really have to be. Like they probably shouldn't just be like one PNG, but like all you have to do is make a lip flapping and like it looks good. It looks good as long as the other side looks good first.
And like that's what I just thought PNG tubers were until I saw like other ones and like it would just be like two PNGs and I'm just like, bro, like I understand you probably don't have the artistic ability, but like I know you have money. Ask somebody to do it. Like, we're making it so hard. There's someone that's waiting there to go and do it for you. Ask.
Hey, it's the first A rank I got in this fucking game.
You'll be like, I want to do it myself though. I want to make my own stuff. Because artists be asking for too much. And it'll be like $10 for a profile picture, and it'll be like
artists be wanting to get paid.
$10.
Artists be wanting to get paid, and I'm not about that.
It'd be like $10 for a profile picture.
That is not for me.
I'm not giving you all that. All that $10. You know I could do it. $10.
Why do I have to do 3 stages back to back with a fucking werehog? God damn it!
I thought you were still in the first one.
No, this is the 3rd stage. They just make you play them back to back. After this one, I'm fucking done. that's enough Sonic Unleashed for today.
No, but you gotta look up the other one.
I'm gonna look up how long the fucking PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed is, because if this game is like 20 hours long, then fuck, I'm not playing this on stream.
It should not be long. I doubt it.
I doubt that it is, but you never know with bad games. Bad games randomly be like, alright, and now you're gonna be playing me for the next half of your life.
And then they say they're not bad. Like, you're bad.
And then they swear they fire.
And then they be like, get off your ass, touch grass. I want to get a clip like that, bro. Like, and I like, I want to get a clip like that so bad. Like, only for the publicity, only for the publicity. Because like that had like I doubt like obviously she can argue all she wants. I feel like that was the most genuine thing that she could have done. I've never watched any stream that she has, but like it was like she was prepared. Like she had it ready. Like she was practicing for someone to.
Oh my goodness.
Like she was practicing for someone to come in and be like, VTubers are cringe, so she could like release her insta kill combo that doesn't kill because like, excuse me, I don't even have to block that shit for real. You better be ready for footsies when you're done. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, this is the
shit.
This is the Aaron Hansen level.
Is it?
I swear this was like the one where like they had the most trouble.
I didn't realize there was an equivalent to this level in the not bad version of this game.
They played this one.
Oh wait, word? What? When?
I swear they played this one.
No, they I'm like not even sure.
Who was I watching? Who
Not
was I
this.
watching? Who was I watching? It has to be them. Yeah, they played it.
Huh.
I know I wasn't bugging. They played it.
I could have sworn their footage was in like HD though, and didn't look like this.
Let me see.
But maybe I wasn't paying all that much attention because I only watched them play Sonic Unleashed for the fucking for the Little Knuckles fanfic.
Nah, they do have the widescreen edition. What which one are you playing? They are playing the widescreen edition.
They probably modded it.
No, the game still looks like shit.
You can mod in widescreen.
They got the widescreen edition and it still look like shit.
How am I supposed to get that?
What is this
I have to
game?
go up. Gotcha. Also, I just realized my music stopped playing. Of course.
VTubers are cringe.
But not that. Not trying to listen to Touch Grass.
Get off your ass, Touch Grass.
No, they say Touch Grass first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Touch Grass got that doesn't even flow. Got the combo wrong.
No idea, bro.
The combo ain't even true for real.
I don't know if it's gonna get to it. I hate it.
I wonder where they're at now. I wonder if they got any more bangers like that one.
Okay, we'll listen to Stone Ocean opening again.
Let's see. Is that their... I kind of hate how VTubers move. Like, they move weird.
I mean, considering...
What is this, like... Ice Andy? Is that her name? Leandy? Lee and Lai?
Oh,
what is his name?
Liam Lee. I don't know why it spelled like that, but it is Liam Lee.
Let's see. Gotta check for some bangers. I don't know if you're like on TikTok enough, but like,
No.
they have a crazy live stream meta. Like, I don't understand it.
How's
Like, you get like a typical live stream, and like it'll be like someone playing a game, but like they'll have their phone up to their monitor, and like you see their hands and whatever, and like the gameplay is reversed because of the way they have their camera. That's like gameplay stream number 1. Gameplay stream number 2 would just be their hand cam.
That's kind of strange.
And them talking,
to say the least.
and then gameplay stream number 3 would be them just hacking whatever game it is. It doesn't matter, like, it'll just be like them hacking, and like they'll still be ass, because like I'd stick around for like probably like a minute to see like what type of hacks they have, and like they'd be losing whatever fight they're in, and I'm like, how are you losing?
No way you hack it so lose.
Like, you're losing? And then what's gameplay stream number 4? It would just be like their like Twitch stream, but like however they have it set up in OBS would like be suited for TikTok, which is like normal. And then like we get into the weird part of TikTok streams where like one will just be some like kid like that's like bedridden, and like they have like an enlarged head, and they got like they got all types of like tubes and shit sticking out of them, and like it'll be like a parent or something with a sign up, and it says like, oh, please donate, and we're just like,
that's kind
why
of
you got
crazy.
the I'm like, why you got the like you ain't got a hospital to be at, like why are you like, and like they'd be at home with all this like medical equipment. And it's like so weird. And then like weird stream number 2, like it'll be someone clicking on their mouse for them to get like to like 1 million or something. And like if they get close to like 1 million, and they'd be like 1 click away from like 1 million, they'd click like so that they lose numbers now. But like the whole point is like, oh guys, please like and donate to me so that I could get to 1 million with these clicks. And then like they'll keep on reiterating like, oh, if I click, I'll get to 1 million, but you have to like first. And like, and they just keep on saying it over and over and over again. I'm just like, okay, we get it. And then I clicked on one to see like what people were saying, and like everyone else was like, oh, you're damn near like right there. Just click, like it doesn't really matter. And then like he'd click away some more, and then like, and they wouldn't click away enough for it to be like, it would go back to them clicking a lot. They'd click away, they'd click 10 away, and then they'd get back to it in like 5 clicks, and then they'll be like, guys, like the stream and donate so that I could click. And like, I don't know what the end goal of that stream is. I don't know if they want to farm donates and shit. And I don't even know how TikTok streams work. And then like, there's another one where like someone would have like a display up, and it'll be like gay versus straight. And like you're supposed to donate roses to make sure that the gay people win, and then like you donate like dumbbells for the straight people to win. And like I don't understand how that stream goes either. Like TikTok streams be all over the place. But the ones that get me are just like the medical ones, or they just have like some kid with some sickness like all up on the screen.
Is so crazy.
Hey man, apparently people like competition. I don't know. And then like
also
yeah, the medical ones are
calling
crazy.
those Stone Ocean opening kind of mid. Not gonna lie. I know you was not talking about the Stone Ocean opening. Like, continue.
But the medical ones are just like the crazy ones, because it's like, I get you probably do need the money, but is TikTok really the place that you want to go and broadcast your kid?
The answer is no.
for 1 million of those comments to be, I bet it's pink.
It's crazy.
I bet it's bubblegum pink.
It's crazy you say that, because I literally saw a tweet the other day that was like, I hate all the people who go into comment sections and be like, is it pink? and
Bro,
I was
like they'll do it. They will do it in the worst places. Like there was some karate. There was some kid. Like there was some girl doing like karate or whatever, and like there was probably like 2 seconds of her butt being out, and the whole comment section was, "I bet it's pink." And hear me out. Like
I mean,
don't I mean? Don't I
if it were
mean?
me, if it were me,
the last person that said I mean we don't talk to anymore. So
I'm just saying that if it were me, you know.
no, bro, no, it's just insane. I saw that too. Straight versus gay. I don't know how those streams work. I don't know. They'll be like, guys, put roses for the gay, and then you'll be like, guys, put dumbbell for straight, and then like, I don't know how that works. And then there's some where people tap on the screen for like one side to win or the other side to not win. So that if you're in control of it, then what is the people donating doing for you if you're the one that has to go and tap it?
Don't Gavin me. What the fuck do you think this was? That's enough Sonic Unleashed. For now, at least. Yeah. Oh, let me just do it on stream. Let's go look up how long the game is, because... the first result for how long is Sonic Unleashed is how long is Sonic Unleashed will be.
I mean, people were trying to find out.
Focusing on your main objective, Sonic Unleashed is about 13 hours in length. 13 hours?
I did not think it'd be that long.
That's 13 whole streams of Sonic Unleashed for the PS2.
And that's if you get through everything smoothly.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is... Which one has the most views? I want to see if she hits somebody else at the touch of grass, no ass combo. Was she watching Charlie the Unicorn? Or whatever it's called?
Yeah, this is Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie,
but also
gotta
why?
go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Gotta go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Oh, God.
Charlie!
I regret doing this.
There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner
I regret
of
doing
your eye,
this. She has a body pillow of herself?
Can I buy that body pillow? Ah, salt in the box. I'm so glad you asked. You can buy this body pillow at shop.leeandlee.com, and it's perfect time actually right now to purchase them, because guess what? It's almost ho time.
What's crazy about this person is that I didn't even know they were a VTuber, because I knew them first from like they did like anime covers because they're a singer, right? But fucking then they got a big voice acting role as the new character in the One Piece movie, as a singer, like a main character in the movie for the English dub. And then she hop on her VTuber and be like, touch grass, get off your ass.
Let's see, what else she got cooking here? Keyboard versus controller. She has an Apex. She has Apex talk.
The triple take stuff. I gotta kill. You're getting more damage than me every game. We're good. Pop it off.
There's no light on a controller. Keyboard and mouse is the way to go.
I like it. It's nicer.
But don't make fun of me for fucking playing on fucking controller.
I wasn't making when I make fun of you.
Man, I can't wait to have anuses with all my controller playing.
Wait, I'm gonna play keyboard and mouse?
No, I'm not gonna play keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, it's time down on TikTok. Not
I
watching
didn't
that
make
game.
fun of you. I just went controllers.
Bro.
I had to have VTubers from all over the world make fun of me.
Well, guess what? I do it.
People need more black friends.
Blood oozing from your stump leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
It's just it's the black YouTube problem, where black YouTube is just not it. As far as we know, there are some people out there who we don't know.
Black YouTube is weird. Black YouTube is so weird. I don't know, like, I'm not clicking on that. I kind of want to click on that, but I'm not clicking on that. That one says mommy alert. I'm not clicking on that. Damn, I got far enough to see her face.
Fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe.
Alright, maybe I do click on the mommy alert one. Nah, I don't want to click on that. I'm scared.
I'm scrolling through TikTok. Okay, I forgot to tell you my phone number. I'm scrolling through TikTok trying to see how long it takes until I find it is a thing.
It shouldn't be long, to be honest. But I think it's dying down now, though.
No, those are kids. No, not that one.
Like it wouldn't be there. Let's be real. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna look for it.
But you're intentionally looking for it now.
True. But I'm not trying to see a comment underneath some kids being like, "Is a thing." So I just won't count that one.
It's I'm not gonna count it. It's crazy. When she's talking about himbos in this one, you might like this video.
What's that supposed to even mean for real?
Because you were like, I'm Gavin, I like himbos.
I didn't say that. I said I like Kai Ki, or not Kai Ki, Sin Keys. And
he's
and when I described Sin Keys' personality,
he's a what?
When I described Sinky's personality,
he's a what?
You said, oh, so you just like him?
Because he's come on, say it with me.
That don't mean I like all of them, though.
You described the himbo and said, he said, I like characters that have those characteristics. And then I was like, well, you just like himbos then. And then you were like, yeah. So, come on. What they say? The Nile's a river in Egypt or something?
Now that's a fucking saying. Denial. No, that's hard. I'm taking that one.
Don't say taking it. It's been took.
Denial's a river in Egypt.
You're gonna find one of those comments if you're still looking for the it's pink comments. You're gonna find one of those.
I wasn't even trolling. I forgot I had it open. Stop looking at kids. I literally said I wasn't going to look at the kids, damn it. Fucking listen.
Damn, you want him to lose for real. Let's see. Which one do I wanna? I wonder if she took down the, because I don't see it here on her TikTok.
Oh, they put Gohan and Piccolo in Fortnite.
Bro's late. Now you're mad late. Do you know about Gohan's Beast Axe?
Oh wait, no, I did see that before. I forgot about that. So someone sent it in a Discord I was in, and I completely forgot about it. I saw Gohan Beast Axe, and I was like, huh. And then I kept it pushing.
The weapon that Gohan uses. Though I get why they did that. Fortnite got way too many swords in the game now. And everything swing like a sword. Like, bro.
Yeah, there are not even any girls in this timeline. How much does he come to say is a thing?
Bro, they don't gotta be girls half the time. Come on, but like... No, the video isn't here. I swear to... Is it it? I don't think this is it. No, VTubers move so crazy.
Hello? Am I now unmuted? I love how like
I got one goddamn, but that's not his pay.
What? Goddamn?
GAWD damn. No, getting off of TikTok. I didn't find it, but getting off of TikTok now. I fucking came across a 60 FPS anime video.
Bro,
Closing the app.
they re-upload those videos every 5 weeks and swear it's heat every single time.
I legitimately want to kill the people who make those 60 FPS anime videos. Like it's animation. It's literally made for a specific frame rate. And even if making it 60 frames, like you make the argument like, oh, it's not supposed to be that way, but like even if you do it, and it looks good, then why not? But it doesn't look good, because the AI just makes them all like fucking meat men. They think, oh my god, it's still so smooth, it's so good. It looks like shit. It looks like ass. Kill yourself. Literally kill yourself in Minecraft.
Studio Ghibli makes food look so delicious.
Studio Ghibli like food looks so delicious in 60 FPS. Literally slit your throat. Like
It'd be the
in
same
Minecraft.
people that like
when they add the update.
It'd be the same people that see AI art and never like notice the hands.
Literally.
Or like just like most of the stuff just blending into each other. They'd be like, man, it looks so realistic.
So at least with AI art, fucking they'll say like, or they'll make the excuse that like when it gets all like blurry or it starts meshing into itself, they're like, no, it's just the art style. Because like Van Gogh paintings, they were like weird and they looked off and stuff. Which stupid argument, but at least the argument is being made. With the AI videos, they'll bring up the fact that the frames look like shit, and they're like, but like 60 frames though? I can count them?
Someone made a video about that. I think it's Noodle.
Yeah, Noodle.
Bro, and then like I think he had a response video where like he looked at most of the comments that were disagreeing with them, and like all of them didn't have any points.
The only thing I didn't like about that Noodle video was that he says that I actually don't remember if he says it in the video or if it's just the title, but the title was definitely smoother animation definitely doesn't, or smooth animation doesn't equal good animation. Well, that's not really true. If an animation is made at 60 frames per second, then it will look good. It is about AI animation that's the problem. It doesn't have to do with the frame count. Because like if you had a stop motion thing and you fucking took a picture for all 60 frames, which would take you fucking an eternity to make, but if for whatever reason they wanted to make Fantastic Mr. Fox 2 and make it 60 frames per second, it would look better.
Bro, like, but it would be peak. Like, I hate peak. I hate that word. But like, if peak was anything, it would be Fantastic Mr. Fox 2. A sequel? To one of the best movies of all time? They got Eminem talking about it in his songs. They got Eminem talking about Chris Christopherson. Like, come on.
I remember when I showed y'all that song, that was funny.
I'll say this AI art is still flawed, but it's pretty impressive. I mean,
I think the
I
funniest
guess.
I think the funniest part about the Christopher Robertson line is that he has a line in between of him responding to himself. He's like, "You ever heard of Chris Christopherson? Yeah, well, Chris Christopherson." Oh, he don't even say that. He just goes, "Oh."
I mean, AI art is like, some of them do look good, but it's just like,
it's impressive how close it can get to just like looking like an actual like looking like actual art, but it's terrible.
but like,
even if the art itself is good, that's still not a good thing.
I think it'd be different. I feel like there's a place for AI art, but the people that are using AI art are people that either wanted to draw and don't want to put in that time to like learn how to make the art. So they're like, oh, the AI art is here, and then like you just do the whatever prompt to get like anime girl with big boobs, and then you're like, guys, I made this thing, and then because people are global on the internet, they'll just be like, oh well, this person made this thing, so I'm
or they're into NFTs and they never like working.
Yeah. Well, most of the people that hopped onto AI art were the people that are recovering from the NFT stuff.
Yeah. What do you think they'll give up on that? The answer is never, but I'm curious to hear your thought.
I don't know. It's a collectible, so it's just like, as long as people want to collect something, I feel like it will. I don't think it's gonna be prominent though, because like the amount of people that have started whatever NFT thing that they had, and then it turned out to be a scam. Like, I don't think there's any. Yeah, all of them, but like
even if it doesn't turn out to be like as big a scam thing as like Logan Paul's thing, all NFTs are scams. Because fucking folding ideas. Have you seen the like 4-hour NFT video? It's not 4 hours, like 2 hours. Like the big long NFT video.
I have it in my watch later.
You should watch it. It's really good. But one of the points that he makes in that video is that the whole reason like NFTs as a concept just should not be a thing is because not shouldn't be a thing, because I mean, you know, I guess you can make the argument for anything. But the reason that no one should ever get into NFTs is because the entire point of NFTs is that you don't want to have them. the entire point of an NFT is that you want to sell it for more money.
Yeah.
So what's the point of a collectible that you're not supposed to have?
I mean, well, I knew that already. That's why I thought it was stupid, because just like there's no point in having it. You're just hoping that the value would get better so that you could buy it at whatever value it is, and then hopefully sell it for more.
Like with Pokemon cards, whatever other fucking shit that people be using, at least there, it's like, you know, if someone's offering me $50,000 for this Pokemon card, yeah, I'll probably sell it to them. But otherwise, it's going into my collection, or I'm gonna use it to play. God forbid.
And that's the thing, you would want it, you know, like
there are situations
so soulless. Like,
there are situations in which you would want to have a Pokemon card, or a Yu-Gi-Oh card, or any other trading card. But with NFTs, you're not supposed to have them. If you have it, it's useless. If you have an NFT in your pocket, if you have an NFT in your pocket, it is burning a hole in it.
Over here with it as your profile picture on Twitter, like nobody cares.
Out here with it as your profile picture on Twitter, like you're not about to sell it to someone.
And at first I thought like, oh, there were a lot of money or something, because I didn't understand the concept at first. But then I think me and Chris were in VC, and he had went to like we were like looking at NFTs, and like one of them was just like 15 cents. And we're just like, well, if they're that low, then like what's the point for them? Like, why are people buying them?
Because you buy it for 15 cents, and you DM some guy on Twitter and say, yo, I got this NFT, it's gonna be super rare later on, so you want it now. And then he buys it off you for $100. And then that guy goes, dude,
And
I just
then
want
you
this
hope the
NFT for
value
$100. See how, and then that guy, he goes, dude, he DMs someone else on Twitter and goes, dude, I just want this NFT for $100. You know what kind of value that is? Yo, this is gonna go crazy later. You want it now? And he sells it to him for $1,000. And so on and so forth, until some dumb fucker has spent $10,000 in an NFT and he's not gonna sell to anyone.
And then like, we were making like NFT music or whatever. I don't even know how that works.
It's an endless game of hot potato. I just realized I'm still streaming. Okay,
man, discussion.
Okay, yeah, you have anything else to say, or should we just shut off?
I mean, other than the NFT meta slaves that we saw, which was just like pictures of black people, and it was the craziest thing ever.
Fucking meta slave.
Like, that was nuts. Like, and it wasn't like, it's probably still up. I don't even know, but like, and then like one last thing, like, what you notice with like AI art or like NFTs, like they have a vibe to them. Like, you can almost tell. Like you can almost tell if something like was made through like AI generation or not. Because half the times I'll see a picture and I'll be like, this looks off, and then I'll like go to the description or whatever thing it is, and then it will have like hashtag AI or something, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Also, maybe I just haven't been looking at AI art enough, because why the fuck would I? But I feel like every time I see like some piece of AI art come up, it's always like it looks, the art style is like a painting or anything. Like,
yeah,
where's the AI art that tries to replicate like fucking
it would look like that
Bonesaw's
Joe
artwork.
Biden shout picture.
Yeah,
so that's what they all look like.
I think you mean Biden Bello, but whatever.
Nah, you see, you just be making shit up. Bello?
No, dude, do not try to gaslight me on fucking Bello.
Biden Bello?
Bello,
I've never heard that.
No, you're not about to lie to me until you've never heard the word Bello.
Biden Bello?
Bellow? Do not lie to me.
Bro? I've never heard this shit ever in my life, bro. Bro,
no, there's no.
It's
fucking
okay
way.
to admit you have a word of the day calendar.
No, this is not. This is not a word that will be in a word in the day calendar. I read a book.
I said I read a book. Now, are you calling me stupid now?
I'm pretty sure they said Bello and fucking nerds.
Nah, Bello. I'd remember hearing bellow. That is a funny word. Bellow? If I knew about bellow, you'd hear me saying bellow. Like, bellow?
I'm about to be like somersault and be like, huh?
No, you'd pull out like extracurricular. Like, bro, that's saying.
that's just a school word.
Okay, but you hear nobody in things saying extracurricular, and don't even be like, because there be black people in there, because that's racist.
Well, considering the school that we went to, would you have expected anyone to have said extracurricular?
Okay.
that's what I thought.
To be fair, it has nothing to do with the fact that it was majority black people in there.
I don't know if that's true for real, but but that's neither here nor there.
You were in there and you knew about extracurricular, so obviously you had to do nothing with black people.
Okay, but everyone knows that I'm secretly white. Like, you heard my voice?
Which is insane. Like, you didn't even say it. You said like one sentence, and you're just like, "Oh, is this motherfucker white?" And I was like, "Bro, huh?" It's like they spoke.
It happens every
whiter
time.
than you did. They spoke whiter than you did, and they were accusing you of being white.
It happens every time. Not a single VC I get into with new people. I remember when we were in the fucking the R server VC, and I think it was Dylan's friend that joined, and then I said nigga, and they were like, "Whoa, what did you just say?" and I was back confused because I was like, "What happened?"
Whoa, can you even say that?
And then they turned to Dylan and was like, "Did he say that?"
But to be fair, Wilton, I'm pretty sure is black. I can't confirm, but like whenever he says it, it sounds weird as well. So
that's just because Wilton sounds weird.
Wilton don't sound weird. Don't play with Wilton, bro.
He talk weird.
No, he don't.
We having the craziest pauses.
He just he talks weird, but not it'd be insane because like he'll actually start getting upset, like he wasn't pausing for the second coming of Christ. Or he'll be in the middle of an argument, and then like he'll finish his point. He'll be like, "Well, Kobe isn't." And then you'll start saying something, and he'll be like, "Well, I'm not done." Like, no.
The millisecond you start talking, he see that green circle flash up, and he like, "Whoa!"
Bro senses when your mouth opens and goes, "I wasn't done."
Bro feels the air change and goes, "Wait a minute."
Why not? I think water parks are seriously what? Then he'll like, bro, he'll never finish. Or no, he'll finish, but while you're trying to say something, it's so stupid. Join the white side, Gavin.
That's
that
crazy.
Wasn't the comment you thought it was.
Fucking that's it for this stream. Last
so that this stream.
Was
that touch grass?
Last thing before leaving, I'm glad that we can have these conversations because if we were white, we would get canceled. They would bring up Gavin is Lightning. 50 years ago in a stream when he only had 100 subscribers, he said the N-word, and then I would get canceled and everyone would unsubscribe. But since I'm black, I can say anything I want about black people.
You wouldn't get canceled.
I mean, to be, listen, what are the things that people get canceled the most for? Pedophilia and racism. I'm immune to one of those. So
and then they come back after like 2 months, and then the people that actually cared will be like, "I can't believe they're coming back and they still have a platform." And then the other people will be like, "But he made an Among Us video. He's talking about Among Us."
I'm immune to one of them, and the other one I don't find is attractive, so I'm good. I'll literally never get canceled.
We don't know that yet. We don't know for sure.
When does it happen? When I hit 100,000 subscribers?
Yeah, you gotta like either you start playing Minecraft more, or like, or I don't know.
My Discord DMs open.
It gotta be after 100K. After 100K, that's when this shit comes out, and like I would be the one to be talking about it. I'd be like on my my Twitch stream, and I'll start the Twitch stream all dramatic, like I won't have music playing, and I'll be like, "Guys, I gotta talk about something very serious. I think I found Gavin was on stream one day and like he alt-tabbed, and I don't think he was paying attention, but like he had a private window open for Opera, and I saw CP on it, and then everyone be talking
CP
about
open an Opera would be crazy.
Huh? You'd be like, "What? Gavin? Whoa!" And then like you'd have a video where like you don't apologize because like I don't see you apologizing ever.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. See, that's the thing though, is that even if
depends, I don't see you fucking apologizing. You could be in the wrong. I don't see you.
It depends on what I'm in the wrong for. If it's like an argument or whatever, and I'm just in the wrong, I'll be like, yeah, no, I was wrong. But if it's some shit like someone if it's some shit like someone making a video being like, cancel Gavin, he hates gay people, I'd be like, literally kill yourself, and I just end the video there. But also, even if I was talking to kids, y'all would never find out. Not that I am, because I'm not.
Now I got my eyes on you.
But even if I was, no one would ever know.
You could slip up. You could be like that. Like I said, you could be alt tabbing, and then someone could just have a very good eye, and they'll see everything.
It's not gonna be open if I'm streaming or anything.
How
Ain't
you
no one
know?
looking up because I would close it.
It could pan to the same screen with Robin on it, talking about we'll be right back, and then like you could be just sitting there and you open the tab up because you just needed a little break.
What?
You needed
I need a break from the stream so I can talk to my kitten. What the fuck?
you needed like a little recharge.
Recharge is crazy.
You weren't feeling it. So just like let me re-up, and then you start talking, and then you forget when you come back, and it's on Discord, and then everyone finds out.
Nah, I would protect that shit like a leprechaun protects his gold. Y'all would literally never know. But anyway, okay, that's actually the stream. Fuck off.